마. Hello. 안녕하세요. 들어서 오세요. Hello.
Mac.
What? Hello. 헬리스님 리하. 만트도라 리하. Welcome to the stream. 좋은 금요일입니다. And it's Thursday here, yes. Today is December 14th, Thursday. 오늘은 12월 15일, 금요일입니다. 원래는 팝한 방송이 있었는데요. 없었습니다. 팝판 말고요. 오늘은 딴 거 해보려고. 요즘 팝판을 너무 못하고 있는데요. 어떡하지? 팝판, 내일 데드스페이스 방송되지 지금 팝판 해야 되나? 어쩔 수 없이 팝판 해야 되나? 데드스페이스는 나중에 하고. You know, it feels like I really haven't been able to play a lot of Final Fantasy, so maybe I should be pushing, delay my Dead Space stream to, you know, maybe next year, and then do Final Fantasy tomorrow. 예, 갈고리. Nuh-uh. Yeah. Anyway, today we're gonna try out another game. Because you guys have been complaining so much about me playing too much Final Fantasy, so we are starting a new series. 여러분들이 제가 팝판한다고 너무 뭐라고 해가지고 이제 새로운 게임을 한번 시작해보려고요. 일단 유튜브 챗 먼저 고칩시다. Let's fix YouTube chat first. 차례기가 기갑선봉님 리 어서오세요. 유튜브 챗을 이제 사용자에게 적용할 수 있는 시간 제한으로 코가 근질거려. 잠깐만. 오케이. 발더스 게이트를 하시겠다니. 사실 발더스 게이트가 아니고 딴 게임입니다. We're not playing Baldr Sky. 발더스 게이트 안 해요. 돈이 없어가지고 못 삽니다. 비행기 티켓 사느라고 나 이제 완전 거지야. 리얼 거짐? 네, 거지입니다. I forgot to ask. No. It's okay. You don't have to ask. So we're playing Baldr Sky today. 오늘은 발더스 게이트가 아니고 발더 스카이를 할 겁니다. You gonna continue on Twitch after Korea closure, or should I be spending points like it's 1929? No, I'm gonna continue on Twitch. That's why I started multi-streaming on YouTube at the same time, so that my Korean viewers can slowly migrate over there. And then I'm gonna close my channel and then switch over to Kick. No, I don't think I'll be going to Kick. I have too much invested in Twitch already. 벌써 트위치에 너무나도 많은 것을 어쩌고 저쩌고. Alright, 일단 데스크탑 오디오 끄고 할게요. 소리가 클 거니까, 게임 소리 클 거니까. 잠깐만요. I'm gonna go and turn off desktop audio because the game audio is gonna be super loud until I adjust it. I'd rather skinny dip in Chernobyl waste water than use Kick. What's wrong with Kick? 혜인님, 리하 어서오세요. 야, 소리 크다. 역시 소리 크다. Where is it playing? What? There we go. 일단 여기로 바꾼 다음에 이렇게 한 다음에 채팅 졌다 냅두고 나 여기로 가고 조금 더 작아집시다. 그리고 게임 화면을 이렇게 한 다음에 저렇게 하면은 되겠지. 오케이. Let's go. I skipped the opening. Hold on, I gotta rewatch that. 실수로 오프닝 스킵해버림. There we go. 안녕하세요. 캐릭터 이쁘세요. 오! 캐릭터, 이건 제 버추얼 캠입니다. 버추얼 캠은요, 제 캐릭터가 아니고 제 본 모습 그대로입니다. 네, 감사합니다. Alright, maybe I don't even have to go up here. Hold on, maybe we can go over this way. And then have me kind of big over here. And then wait, is my game capture on? 게임 캡처 어디 갔어? Do I go? Yeah, of course it doesn't get captured. That's okay. 럭키야! 네, 갓게임 발더 스카이를 해보겠습니다. We're playing this 카미게. 야게임인가요? 오늘은 커버를 하겠습니다. 네, 안녕하세요. 리아 어서오세요. 야게임인가? 모르겠는데 나는 비주얼 노블로 알고 있는데 스팀에서는 전 연령이라고 써있는데 모르겠네요. 전 연령인데. 와. Company is super sketchy and has very poor web security practices. Okay, I see. 메카에서 고전 냄새가 그냥 2006년에 나왔나? I think this game came out in 2006 or something. The opening's so good. Kotoko opening인데 너무 좋아. I love Kotoko. And rest in peace, Team Giga. You will be missed. Warning, this game contains content that is not suitable for all audiences. It contains disturbing scenes, depictions of extreme violence, and references and other off-screen depictions of... Ahem! Your discretion is required. The names of person... 왜 이렇게 빨라? 왜 이렇게 빨라? 왜 이렇게 빠름? Actually, I gotta double check. Cause I know Team Giga is no longer around, but it is published by a localization company now. Maybe they have something against streaming. Hold on, let me just double check to make sure that there's nothing against streaming. Cause I didn't see it on Twitch. Hold on, streaming Baldr Sky. What's the localization company? Sekai... localization, streaming. Because I thought it wasn't included on Twitch game list because it's so minor, but then maybe. Ahem. It's not. Let's see. Where can I find it? Who's the localization company? 현지화 누가 했더라 이거? 세카이 프로젝트. About terms of service. 아, 너무 개인적으로 하고 싶어가지고 다운받았는데 이거 되는지 안 되는지 모르겠네. I don't see anywhere where it says you're not allowed to stream it, but then I also don't see where it says you're allowed to stream it, so... Let's see, what other games do the Sky Project have? I'll see if people stream some of these other games. Oh yeah, let me turn down the audio. Sorry, that must be really loud. 부금 너무 크죠? 잠깐만요. 아, 꺼버렸다. There we go. 경고, 대충, 약겜임. 에헴. 아, 약겜이라뇨. 이거는 카미게입니다. 트위치 발더 스카이 1위 스트리머리에. 근데 요즘 트위치 약겜 방송 된다면서요. 아, 근데 이건 전 연령판이에요, 어차피. 그거 문제가 아니고, 그냥, 유통사나 게임, 개발 회사에서 이제 이거는 방송해주지 말라 이런 거 게임들이 있어요. 근데 이거 개발 회사는 이제 기가사는 이제 벌써 망했거든요. 제가 알기로는 문 닫았거든요. Giga was a Japanese visual novel brand. Entergram. 2023년 3월 31일에 문 닫았는데 그 기가사의 모체인 TGL사는 아직 살아있네. Twitch just updated their policies to allow tasteful nudity. I think this game will be okay. Trust 100%. Okay, this is the all ages version. What are you guys talking about? Okay? You guys are crazy. 전 연령판 가져왔는데 무슨 저런 말도 안 되는 소리들 다들 하는 거야. Not safe for Twitch. It's the all ages version, okay? I'm not reading about the policy change. I'm reading about the specific game, and okay, I can't find anything, so I'm gonna assume that it's safe to stream. If it's not, they can DMCA the stream. I don't know. 자, 그냥 시작해 보겠습니다. 일단 안 된다고 적혀 있는 데는 하나도 없거든요. I've played this game, guys. I've played this game. This is the all ages version. God, you guys are not listening to me. I've played this all ages version. Why is my controller not working? Big Mac. Confirmed Fujol. Big Mac. No, I played it for the gameplay, okay? I played it for the gameplay. It's got amazing mecha gameplay. If you're a mecha fan and you haven't played Baldr Sky, what are you doing with your life? 컨트롤러가 왜 안 되지 근데? My controller's not working. 아, 이 게임 컨트롤러 해야 맛있는데? 컨트롤러로. Oh my god, no. Okay, just you wait until I actually get to the gameplay part. This game's amazing. I wonder if I can scale this window. Oh, I could use lossless scaling from Steam. Here we go. Scale it. Scale 2x. Custom. Actually, yeah, let's try 1.5x first. Windowed mode. Scaling type. Scale. Let's see if it works. Hey, it worked. Perfect. Oh, it captures my cursor though. Disable cursor capture. UI가 진짜 일본스럽다. 그런 편이죠. 일본 게임이니까. 아, where's my cursor? Ah, wow, this is behaving so weirdly. My cursor disappeared. Oh my god. 커서가 사라졌네 이거? Help! Lossless scaling wreaking havoc on my system. Okay, it's back. Maybe I have to do a different scaling type. What about FSR? Is this 1.0 or 2.0? It looks okay and my cursor's working correctly. That's good enough. Perfect. 좋다, 갑시다. FSR 1.0 my Belbury. Be blurry. 이제 컨트롤러 연결을 어떻게 하냐인데, 아 이거 나 옛날에 할 때 컨트롤러 연결해서 했었는데, I've played it with controller before. Difficulty normal. Difficulty normal. 아, 근데 이거 한글도 같이 나오게 할 수 있나 혹시? 막 텍스트 호킹 이런 걸 해가지고. 발더 스카이 한글 번역이 있던가? 아 근데 전 연령판 이거랑 또 그거 될 것 같은데? 근데 게임이 전 연령판이어가지고 그 한글 패치하면 조금 잘못 나올 것 같은데 막 그 뭐냐 컨플릭트 생길 것 같아. 나 커서 또 살았어. My cursor disappeared again. Oh my god, loss of scaling. Why are you doing this to me? 야, 아예 사라졌네 이제. 에. Okay, it's back. It's back. Guess I'll do clip cursor. See if that helps. Master volume. Here we go. 그리고 얘는 키우고 마스터 볼륨을 조금 더 내릴까? 이 정도면 괜찮은가? 불금 이제 이렇게 안 끌 텐데 불금 먼저 끊어줄까? Okay, let's go. 아 컨트롤러가 잠깐만. My controller is still not working. Steam controller. Steam controller. Okay, Steam controller is working. This game used to support. Enabled in games without support. Baldr Sky. This controller is not using Steam input and will rely on the game's built-in controller support if available. Enable Steam support. Official Baldr Sky gamepad. 됐나? 아, 안 됐네. 잠깐 게임을 재시작해봅시다. 스팀 컨트롤러를 켰으니까 Alright, I've enabled Steam controller, so maybe it'll work now. 아, 그렇긴 한데 그래도 어쨌든 컨트롤러로 해야 재밌단 말이에요. This game supports your controller, but you're currently remapping it via Steam input and mixing correct glyphs. 컨트롤러 된다는데 왜 난 안 됨? 왜 나는 안 될까? It's working! 된다. Okay, here we go. 이끄세! Big Mac! 갑시다. Chapter 1, Awakening.
目覚めると俺は
Fully
白い海に
voiced. I don't have to read it.
柔らかなシーツの感触
눈을 떠보면은 모든 것이 새하얗다. 포근한 이불 속에 어쩌고저쩌고. 알아서 일본어 듣고 이해하십시오. 다들 일본어는 할 수 있잖아? 오타쿠들은? 일본어 독음 다 되지? 청해? 맞나? 일본어 청해 다 되죠? 네. 화이팅!
白い布地が陽光に照らされていて眩しさに開きかけた薄目を閉じる
Bathed in sunshine, they're so bright that they force my eyes back shut.
おそらくはいつもと同じ平和な一日の始まり
파판드 번역 안
おそ
해드리는데
らく
뭔
今日
소리지?
もいい天気
I can tell this is the start of another peaceful day. Another day of fine weather.
窓から差し込む光がまぶたを閉
Because
じ
I
て
can feel the bright light streaming through even with my eyes closed.
だけどベッドから抜け出すにはまだ早い
하지만 침대에서 아직 나가진 않을 거다.
だって聞き慣れた呼び声が
그
まだ
목소리를
俺の
듣기
耳には
전까지는
届いていないから
ゴー起きて
とか考えていると
fully
ほら早
voiced.
速
아
あいつ
행복해.
の呼ぶ声が聞こえてく
I
る
love when things are fully voiced.
ほら起きて早く起きないと遅刻しちゃうよ
そうもう起きないと学園の始業時間
맞아.
に遅れて
일어나지
しま
않으면
う
이제 학교에 늦을 거야.
さっさと朝食を済ませ
빨리
て
일어나서
今日
아침을
も学園に
먹고
行かなくちゃ
짜장 나가야지.
退屈な授業をやり過ごせば午後からは仲間たちとのお楽しみが待っている
지루한 아침 교실 끝나면 오후부터는 친구들이랑 같이 놀 수
分か
있으니까
っていながら俺は聞こえないふりでダミンを貪る
그것을 다 알면서도 나는 그 목소리 못 들은 채 하면서 침대에 계속 누워있는다.
もう少し待てばあいつの手が優しく俺を揺り起こしてくれるはずだから
오타쿠 로망을 하지만 오타쿠 로망이니까 다들 할 수 있어야 되는 거 아니고 오타쿠 라틴어인데 Because I know she'll gently shake me awake if I hold out just a little bit longer. 조금만 더 누워있으면은 그 아이가 나를 힘들어서 깨워줄 거를 알기 때문이다.
もう仕方がないな
ほらあいつが俺を揺り起こそうと身をかがめる気配がするあいつ
아이츠
俺にとってちょっと特別な女の子生まれて初めて出会ったちょっと深い関係になれそうな女の子
알아 아이츠의名前や 君の名前は大切だ 君の名前は
あいつを思うと胸が切なく痛んでしまう毎日寮で顔を合わせ一緒に学園に通っているのにもっともっと一緒の時間を過ごしたくて
매일 걔랑 아침에 기숙사에 일어나서 학교에 가지만 얘와는 더욱더 많은 시간을 같이 보내고 싶다.
なのにどうしてだろう
근데 왜지?
あいつの名前がどうしても 頭に浮かんでこない。
걔의 이름을 전혀 기억할 수가 없다. 중요한 그 이름은
こうこうさん
목소리가 바뀌었죠.
こうこうこうこうさんこうさんこうさん
Yellow's my favorite, by the way. Spoiler.
起きてくださいコーチュ
일어나세요, 코중이. I open my eyes and the first thing I see is a set of metal claws closing in on me.
なんだこいつ。
Nanda koitsu? As I sit there dazed and confused, the machine sticks out a limb at it. I back off on reflex, and just in time too, the claws come together with a clang where my head was a moment ago.
ああ、なんなんだいきなり。
Well, what the hell's going on? Still on my ass, I use my arms and legs to put some distance between us. My palms and butt slide across the concrete. Wait, my ass? Concrete? Wasn't I in bed? I panic and look down, only to see my lower body covered in
冗
armor.
談だろ。
You gotta be kidding me. This must be a dream. It's way too realistic to be a dream. But none of this could actually ever happen. 아, 이 생각해보니까 이 부분은 이제 그게 없네? 보이스 라인이 없네요. 어떡하지? 그 영어 다들 요즘 사람들은 영어쯤은 간단하게 청해 가능하시죠? 화이팅!
俺ひょっとして
Am I
まだ
still
夢を見
dreaming?
ているのか。
The moment I say that and look up, the machine reaches out for me yet again. Its jaws bite down right in front of my face. The machine, an insect, almost a spider of sorts, starts creaking even louder as it tries to pin me down.
野郎離せよ。
I stick my arms out in the heat of the moment.
何。
Nani? And I see that they're covered in armor too. No, this isn't armor I'm wearing. I can feel a faint sensation directly from the surface of the metal.
俺の腕だよな。
It's like the nerves are running through those things. I try to catch my breath and finally realize I have no mouth, but I must scream. I'm shocked and disoriented by my body's sudden transformation, but I swing my arms around anyway. That allows me to just barely fend off the attack. 마블업인가 마블업 아닙니다. But the machine doesn't let up. Its jaws close in on me. Can't hold it off. 중이
なんだこりゃ。
A flash, followed by a thunderous roar. The machine gets pierced clean through and explodes into tiny pieces. Immediately after that, a square section of my vision gets replaced by a woman's
大
face.
丈夫ですか注意
괜찮으신가요, 중이? 중이님? Is she the one operating that metal thing? She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and is probably a bit older than me. I feel like we've met before.
応答がないので心配しましたどうやらご無事だったようですね
반응이 없어서 걱정했지만 괜찮은 것 같네요.
ああ、おかげさまで。
She holds out a robotic arm for me. I casually take it and stand up. Only to be faced speechless again. Only to be left speechless again. Let me know what the volume is, okay? 볼륨 지금 살짝 큰 것 같은데. What the hell's going on? Wrecks up in smoke, lifeless, massive constructions as far as the eyes can see. 괜찮아요? 다행이네요. A tracer bullet slices through the dark sky above it and then explodes, and the resulting flash blinds me for a second. It's a scene right out of hell. No, this is more like...
戦場なのか。
Is this a battlefield?
ええまだ戦闘区域内ですこの位置からではログアウト不能ですから
네, 아직 전투 중입니다. 여기서는 지금 로가 가능하지 않아요. 로가 못해요.
施設内に自爆装置が仕掛けられていたもの、周囲の衝撃で気を失っていたようです。
Facility. 지금이 모르겠다. 포기. 번역 포기. 통역 포기.
装置
자폭 모드.
はい。付近に味方の識別信号なし。
There are no friendly FS in the area. We're the only ones left.
幸い損傷は軽
Fortunately, we've taken very little damage and I can still fight. The enemy seems to be in disarray too, so we should take this chance to
いや
escape.
待て待てってちょっと待った。
いや、何でしょうか。
Oliver, you know, random Germans thrown in there. Where am I? What am I doing here? I have too many questions to ask.
まず名前を聞かせてくれないか。
아스카네. 맞네, 아스카네. 근데 레인이 더 이쁘죠?
レイン、被疑者やレイン、回転は勝利です。
키리시마 레인 소입니다.
霧島レイン勝利。
뭔가 익숙한 이름이지만
レインどこで聞いたか。確かにどこかであった気もするんだけど。
역시 군함 이름이네요. I racked my brain to no avail.
思い出せない。レイン、君は一体誰なんだ。
もしかして注意、私がわからないんですか。
혹시 저를 물어보겠나요,
ついで
주인님?
にその注意ってのも聞きたかった。それって俺のことなのか。
중이라니 내 말 하는 거야?
門倉コーチ、あなたのことです。
카도크라 코 중이. Rain stares at me worriedly, perhaps expecting some kind of response, but I don't know what to say to her. The awkward silence gets wiped out by an electronic beep.
警報、カチューシャです。回避を間に合わない。捨てて。
Katyusha! Rain's metal frame knocks me to the ground. A moment later, my body is rocked by an explosion.
カチューシャ。
A shower of dirt and rock rains on me. The shockwaves make my body creak, and pain seeps through the metal. Mortal fire? A bombing? Am I being attacked here? The moment I realize that, I start trembling in fear. Another attack. The consecutive impacts make me panic. But I feel like I've experienced this exact same panic before. I wonder if it's been ingrained in my body. I somehow managed to stand, but my legs are still wobbly.
敵が接近しています。ひとまずこの場を離れましょう。
저기 접근 중입니다. 여기서 빠져나가죠. A rocket lands close by and wipes out my scream. The explosion threatens to swallow me whole. The next moment, I escape the blast and find my legs gliding effortlessly over the concrete. Looks like my body reacted out of sheer instinct.
待ってください。注意。単独で行動しては危険です。
주인님 기다려주세요. 단독으로 행동하면 위험합니다. Is this Takeru's PTSD arc?
Ah! 大丈夫ですか。注意。
These containers. What terrible enemies. 주인님 괜찮으신가요?
なんとか。
Am I still having a bad dream? But everything in this feels way too real.
注意。まさかシュミクラムの操作
주인님
方法を
혹시
忘れて
시뮬라크람을
しまったのですか。
조정하는 것도 잊으셨나요?
待てって。だから俺は単なる学園生で注意なんかじゃない。 それに俺
나는
は
그저 평범한 학원생이라고.
俺は門倉光男青州学園の2年生仮想工学科の学園生でそれから
세슈 학원 2학년이라고.
それからどうしましたか？
あつまりだなちょっと待てって
I think I live in a student dorm with friends. I think there's a girl I'm quite close to.
どうして思い出せないくそ一体どうなってんだ
My memories just are not coming together. Like I'm missing several pieces of the puzzle. My mind feels like it's covered in fog.
記憶の一時的な生活史に錯綜があるようですね。
どういうことだよ
왜 레일한테 소리 지르는 거야? 그러지 말란 말이야.
どうか落ち着いてください。パニックにならないでください。全地ではままあることです。落ち着いて。
이거 보이스 라인을 조금 키워야 되겠다. 잠깐만. 가렸어. I missed it. Thank you whoever subscribed to the channel. Thank you. 채널 유튜브 채널 구독 감사합니다. Thank you. What's loot voice? 보이스 이펙트 이런 거 말하는 건가? 그냥 이런 소리? Battle sound effect, battle voice. Wait, that's 다 내려. 시스템 보이스랑 머신 보이스랑 마스코트 보이스는 크게 냅두고 이러면 되겠지? Ahem! Urged on by her serious expression, I take a deep breath as told. Breathe in, breathe out. Alright. I currently have a metal body with no mass, but doing that calms me down for some strange reason.
レインだっけ俺を注意って呼んでいたよな
전 연령 비주얼 노블입니다. 감사합니다. 어드벤처 ADB 게임. 이건 ADB가 아닌가?
俺本当に軍人なのか
난 정말로 군인인 거야?
はい。あなたはフリーの傭兵で電
네
脳者。
맞습니다. 당신은
歴戦のパイロットです。
인디펜던트 머시너리입니다. 알아? 레이븐? 키미와 레이븐だったっけ?
冗談
You're
俺
kidding
は
me.
ついさっきまで寮のベッドで寝ていたはずで
Hold on, I don't remember what I did before going to bed, or anything that happened yesterday for that
冗談で
matter.
はありません。事実です。ここはネットの戦場。あなたは軍人。
This is an internet battlefield that you've dived into as a soldier.
周囲は施設の爆発に巻き込まれ。
You got caught up in the facility's explosion and were knocked out until just recently.
推測ですが。
I'm only guessing here, but the impact probably threw part of your memory out of whack.
そんなバカ
존나 바뀌어나. I want to laugh it off, but I simply can't. If what she's saying is true, then I'm a soldier and I've lost all memories from my student days up to now. dd.lbx를 지우래요. 뭔 소린지.
まるで記憶喪失じゃないか
Isn't that basically amnesia? I finally realized how grave the situation is once I said it out loud. Rain suddenly puts a hand on my... or well, where it would be if I had one. That makes me hold my breath. She then motions me to look up ahead. There are a bunch of metal insects there, the same type as the one Rain took out
ウ
earlier.
イルス敵です。
Those are viruses, the enemy.
敵ってことはまた襲いかかってくる
저것들은
んだ。
바이러스입니다. 저의 적이죠. The enemy, so they're gonna attack us again?
幸いまだ我々には気づいていません。敵の知覚装置にジャミングをかけたので少しの間なら安心です。
레이더를 재미있기 때문에 아직은 괜찮아요.
ジャマー作動中。現在探知妨害 95%。
Jammer active, currently at 95%. As to confirm what Rain said, the viruses run around aimlessly right in front of us.
敵のパッシブウォール起動確認。現在探知妨害 70%。
しかし本当に少しの間しか持ちそうもないな。
え
なあ、逃げられないのかな。ほ
え、
ら。
動いた瞬間捕捉されます。それにあ
도망치면
のタ
바로
イプは
찾을
速
겁니다.
力重視の強行偵察型。走っても追いつかれてしまいます。
빠른 색적 타입이기 때문에 포스 리콘은 그냥 색적이 아니고 뭐라고 하지? 전투 색적? 타입이기 때문에 금방 따라잡을 거예요.
それじゃあどのみち交戦は避けられないってことじゃないか。
At a loss, I look down at my body. It's a hard metal frame that emits a dull glow, but it still hurts when it falls, and it still trembles in fear. Then what if this body is destroyed?
現在探知妨害 50%。
ちくしょう、息が詰まりそうだ。
크메 2 프린세스 메이커 2. The tension makes me clench my fist. It makes a creaking noise. Rain's hand gently takes my fist and she whispers softly to me.
大丈夫ですから。
Yes, whisper to me that daijoubu. Her beautiful blue eyes are staring right at me.
確認します。ご自分の名前と学年は覚えていますね。
Her refined voice saddles my racing heart
門
down.
倉光、学園の2年生。
学園生で2年生なんです。
루리하. 세시학원의 2학년이군요. 맞죠?
ああ、そうだけど。
ならばあなたはシュミクラムの操作を知っているはずです。
그러면 당신은 시밀러크럼의 조정점은 간단히 할 수 있습니다.
知っているはずってそんな。それにそのシュミクラムってのは一体。
아, 보이스 라인이 조금 큰가 지금? The voice line sounds a little loud. 마사토가 신지를 숨겨주는 장면? 에바 정도쯤은 껌으로 조정할 수 있을까? 신지. 코. 시뮤크라메 타라. Something pops up in my mind as I try to argue with her. Simulacrum.
あなたが忘れることなどありえません。よく体の感覚に耳を傾けてみてください。
당신은 그것을 잊을 리가 없습니다. 좀 더 자신의 몸의 움직임에 대해 집중을 해보세요.
感覚。
몸의 감각에 집중을 해보세요. I focus on my body as I'm told. Only then do I notice that I have a pulse. A faint beating all through my body. It's called EMP.
確かにわかる。思い出せる。この体を脈打つ感触を俺はよく知ってる。
A word takes clear shape in my mind, as though the fog over it had been cleared when I noticed my pulse.
シュミクラム、戦闘用電子体。
Cubics Simulacrum, a combat avatar. humanoid weapons that operate under the principles of the internet, virtual tools of warfare that we humans created to kill in a virtual environment.
そうです、注意。我々はバーチャルの戦場で戦うための兵器です。
戦場。
전장.
ええ、私たちは今サイバースペースの戦場にいます。
Cyberspace, a different world that had been constructed online. A VR world run by AI. Mankind built this brand new world from scratch using nothing but our intellect.
警告。探知妨害率 30% を切りました。
The mechanical voice interrupts our conversation, and Rain's face tenses up.
手短に状況を説明します。我々は敵陣の真っ只中で孤立状態。包囲を突破しない限り生き延びることは
최대한 짧게 설명해드리겠습니다. 지금 저희는 적의 전장, 적 기지 한가운데 있으며 경계를 돌파해서 밖으로 도망치지 않는 이상은 오래 살아남지는 못할 겁니다.
幸い敵軍もほぼ壊滅状態。現在戦場に展開しているのは
다행히도
改ざんの
적도
ウイルスだけで
지금
す。
완전한 상태는 아니며 바이러스밖에 남지 않았습니다.
戦いますね。注意。
이 정도는 하실 수 있죠, 중이님? Rain flashes an encouraging smile, her words brimming with quiet confidence in me.
やるしかないよ。
인터넷의 규칙은 고로시다. We're out of options here.
やあ、武装を初期状態にリセットします。
Resetting equipment to default. No, keep my good equipment! My top tier equipment! Instantly, a list of equipment gets displayed in front of me. It is time for gameplay! This gameplay, okay. Plugin help obtain. Help plugin adds help to the setup menu. About the help menu, the game will offer various helpful hints to explain new elements that are unlocked as you progress. You can review any advice you've already obtained from the help menu. If you don't want the help features, then simply disable the help plugin. Explain later. 미니게임이 아니고 이게 이제 진짜 찐입니다. Plugins. Plugins are supplementary features that modify your gameplay. They're divided into 5 categories: battle, gauge, information menu, and voice. Some of these plugins will be available to you from the start, while others are unlocked by satisfying various conditions throughout the game. You can use the plugin menu to switch these plugins to on or off at any time. 람빙님이 어서오세요. Tutorials. Adds tutorials to the setup menu, provides helpful gameplay tips. Tutorials are now available. Tutorials? I don't need tutorials, I'm a veteran. 나는 베테랑이니까 튜토리얼 따위는 필요 없다. Ah, the music's so good. 자, 장비로 가볼까? 장비, 소비, equipment. 어디 보자. 내가 지금 있는 아이템들이 config 컨트롤러가 지금 이게 맞나? 왼쪽 범퍼가 시스템 메뉴가 나오는데? 됐나? 옵션 메뉴에서 캐릭터 공략 상황 나오는 게 정말 옵션 메뉴에서 캐릭터 그런 거 안 나오는데요? 뭔 소리인지 모르겠네. 모르겠네. Alright, so that's grenade. Okay. 칼 어떻게 사용하더라? Oh, okay, so it's grenade when I'm out of bounds. And then blade. Kick. Oh, okay. 12 combo. Surge, dash, long range, normal dash. A, B, C. D는 아무것도 없고 ABC만 있구나. Okay. So there's nothing for D. So it depends on your distance. 띄운 다음에 수리탄 못 던지나? So the main thing about this game is that you gotta juggle your opponent and get as many combo hits as you can. 이제 이 게임이 제일 중요한 게 적을 띄워놓고 안 내려주는 거예요. 콤보를 막 엄청 하면서. 근데 지금 무기가 다 기본적인 거여가지고 별거 없네요. 그냥 가봅시다. 플러그인. I don't need help plugin. 헬프 플러그인 따위는 필요 없다. 튜토리얼도 필요 없다. 나는 베테랑이니까. 가볼까요? Let's go. A 30mm handgun, reinforced fists and nails. Crude weapons that I faintly recall.
武装の初期設定の完了を確認しました。選択機構遠近距離センサーオールクリア。使用武装は敵機との距離および時期の移動モードにより3種類の装備カテゴリーの中から自動的に選択されます。武装はオーバーヒートしやすいですから単一の武器を連打すると危険です。複数の武器を効率よく使い分けてください。
한 가지만 쓰면 무기가 오버히팅 되기 때문에 복수의 무기를 골고루 섞어 주십시오. If my body really does remember all this, I should be able to manage.
ジャマー解除されました。警告、敵ウイルスにより捕捉。
いきますよ、注意。オープンコンバット。
아, 자코들이죠. 레벨 1 자코들. 즐겁습니다. 가자구. Weapon development. Your weapons develop based on their use in battle. 맞아, 그리고 무기를 사용할수록 이제 레벨업이 돼요. Here, let me read you one review from Steam Store. really good VN was an enforced play order featuring the story of an amnesia mercenary and the aftermath of a tragedy. Blah 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 blah. There's also gameplay section, which is literally crack because of how addicting it is. And this is why I'm back. The gameplay's so good. And I'm actually here for the gameplay.
하, 片付いたか。
튜토리얼 완료.
予想通り戦いましたね。
ああ、なんとか。足手まといにはならなかったみたいだな。
But instead of relief, what I felt after the battle was a sense of satisfaction. Yeah, I certainly do know how to
え
fight.
え、おかげで助かりました。とはいえ、まだ油断するのは早いです。今の
적을 더 달라!
周囲の敵
적을
の
부수고 돈을 벌고 무기를 업그레이드 하겠다.
気の休まる暇はなさそうだ。
For crying out loud, what was I thinking when I chose to become a
し
soldier?
かし、
도대체
ここで
무슨
消耗
생각을
戦
하고
を延
나는
々続けるわけに
군인이
はいか
있는
ないな。
걸까? Besides, I kinda want to meet my real world self now. If this is the internet, I wonder how my real body is. I wonder what my real body is up to right now.
先ほども申し上げましたが、ここからでは敵のアンカーのおかげでログアウト不能です。
この場で飛び起きるのは無理ってことか。
幸い、ここから南方に
저기 앵커를 설치해놨기 때문에 여기서는 로그아웃이 불가능합니다.
ネットから出るにはそこを目指すしかないわけだな。
はい。ですから敵の手薄なところを狙って突破を。注意、警戒してください。
警告
아, 또 저기도 좋아요,
いつの
좋아요,
間にこん
좋아요.
な近くに。
More enemies, more
す
enemies.
みません。
That's
敵の
what
ジャ
I
ングルに
want.
気づくのが遅れました。行きます。
まだか。えい、切り裂け。それ。焦るなよ。はっ。ほら。どうした。
Is that all of them? Easy. Easy. Body blow, low kick, beam, sword. I should really be using a combo that lets me lift the enemy up in the air. I'm not sure what I can do right now.
これで全部やったのか。
야타노ka, 해쳤나? My body starts to sting as soon as the tension of the battle fades away. When I take a look, I see a dent running across the surface of one of my side armor
銃弾が
blades.
かすったようですね。内部には貫通していないようですが。
滑走で、しかも鉄の体なのに弾を食らうと痛いんだな。
I recall the term nervous feedback. A simulacrum isn't just a robot. It's got nerves running throughout so that the pilot can maneuver it like they would their own
油
body.
断には気をつけてください。今私たちはリミッターオフでアクセスしていますから。
つまり無制限フィードバック、手加減なし。
ええ、ここは仮想ですが、機体を破壊されれば死ぬ可能性が高いです。
여긴 가상공간이지만 리미터 오프 지역이기 때문에 여기서 죽으면 여기서 기체가 파괴되면은 실제로도 죽을 수가 있습니다. She casually blurts out some really scary words.
おかげでまた一つ思い出した。
아스카 호감도는 얼마나 쌓였을까요? 레인 호감도는 딱히 없을 것 같습니다. 호감도 그런 거 없는 거라고 했어요, 저는. On a normal axis, a limiter restricts your range of movement, but mitigates pain and physical shock in return. That protects your body and mind from damage online. But when you log in with the limiter off, stimulus becomes too much for the body and mind to handle, resulting in death. 평소에는 리미터가 있기 때문에 죽거나 하는 일은 일어나지 않지만 리미터 제한을 해제하고 로그인하면은 감도가 너무 높아서 죽을 수도 있다. Flatlining or brain death is a specter that hangs over anyone who dives into the deep end of the internet, and cyber officers make a living by risking it all.
無駄にリアルなの。
공략 불가했다가 나중에 오마케판 구매해야 공략이 가능한 캐릭터인가 뭔 소린지 모르겠네요. I guess there's such a thing that as being too realistic. After I say that, I notice the remains of the enemies that we just defeated by my
リア
feet.
ルといえば
I step on a tiny piece of piece and feel the distinct touch of metal beneath my
さっ
feet.
き倒した機体にも操ってたパイロットがいたのか。
今まで交戦したのは全てウイルス。背後に人の姿がありません。
파이러스들은 무인기입니다.
そうか。
仮にシュミクラミが出てきてもためらわないでください。
파일럿이 탑승하고 있는 시뮬러크람을 만나도 Baldr 한글로 뭐지? 주저하지는 말아주세요.
ためらえば今度は注意が死にます。
그러면 당신이 죽을 수도 있습니다.
あ
行きましょう。一箇所にとどまっていると敵が集まってきます。
Give me more
気をつけて
gameplay.
右前方より敵機。
우측 전방에 적기. 스위턴이 이거구나 핸드건. 자 핸드건으로 잘 구워주고.
今度は前方から敵が接近中。
ちくしょう、またか。
敵の増援が来ます。種別は小型ウイルス。機種名は不明。
오버히팅 돼가지고 안 되네.
キリが
어디갔다
ないな。
어떻게 뜨지?
一
So I
体い
left
つ
it
ま
on
で
the
続くん
screen.
だ。
頑張ってください。
스위탄으로 띄울 수 있는데 스위탄이 이거
学園生
이렇게
がかかるあなたで
하나 둘셋
学園生のあ
풀어봤다
なたでもこの程度
하나
の敵なら楽勝です。
둘셋 스위탄 아이 하나 안경 오너프 감사합니다. 배틀크로즈님 리어서셔. I'm out of breath. Lungs or no lungs, my body still needs
深
oxygen.
呼吸してください。微弱でも感覚がある以上、体は生理現象から逃れられません。
심호흡해주세요. 신경이 연결돼 있는 이상은 뭐 본능? 본능이 아니고 그냥 신체 활동? 어쩌고저쩌고 중요합니다. I slowly breathe in and out. A metal body doesn't need air, so breathing here is nothing but a mental exercise. Still, it makes me feel a lot better.
でも肺も心臓もリアルへ置き去りなはずなのに。
息苦しい時は呼吸する。体に染み込んだロジックからはなかなか自由になれませんよ。
健全なる精神は健全なる肉体に宿るってか、少し違うか。
今頃あちら側ではフランス状態の注意が深呼吸しているはずです。
I guess they call diving or like being the state of being dived in trance.
それにしても俺、いつもこんな調子で戦っていたのか？
少々敵が多かったですね。このストラクチャーにこれほどの敵が潜んでいるとは私たち
일본어로 원본인 게임을 영어로 번역한 거야 다시 한국어로 번역해줘야 하는 까다로움. 저는 그 보이스 라인을 듣고 있죠. When I hear that, I hit upon a couple of extremely basic questions.
俺たちはどうしてこんなところで戦っていたんだ？相手は一体どんな奴らなんだ？
それは
Brain gets a little evasive.
今は申し上げられません。事態はやや複雑です。それよりも先を急ぎましょう。この場ではっきり言えることは一つ。立ちふさがる者は全て敵だということです。
길을 막는 자들은 전부 다 적입니다. After that, we ran through an uninhabited structure for what seemed like an eternity. But the machine voice just wouldn't read out the message we were waiting for.
まだ離脱はできないのか？
おかしいですね。すでに目標地点にはたどり着いていますが、調査
그
してみま
지점에는
す。
도착했지만 아직 로그아웃이 되지 않네요. I see Rain close her eyes in the face window. A moment later, they're
エ
opening.
リアスキャン完了。 理由が判明しました。どうやらアンカーをかけている張本人が
아, 앵커가 이제 저희를 따라오고 있다고 하네요. 그 로그아웃을 못하게 하는 앵커가.
何も見えないけど。
こちらのセンサーでは捉えています。私はサポートですから。
サポート？
서포터.
そういやレインの機体俺と違うな。
各種センサーと長距離支援火器を搭載
Custom model for
したサポート
supports.
仕様のカスタムモデルですから。
장거리 리더, 센서,
なるほどな。
제머.
しかし敵が後ろにいるとなれば戻って叩くしかないのか。
注意、索敵したデータをそちらに送ります。
와, 저거 엄청 많아.
なんだよこりゃ一体。
I'm on a bit of a high due to winning battle after battle, but that visual brings me crashing back down to earth. A map showing a massive amount of viruses. Do we seriously have that many enemies on our tail?
叩くにしては敵の数が多すぎま
That's
す。
too many to take out. We wouldn't stand a chance in using normal methods.
勝ち目がないって。じゃあこのまま距離を引き離して逃げ切るしか。
無理です。敵はこちらを高速で追尾してきています。速力で振り切ることは不可能でしょう。
くそ、一体どうすれば。
All Rain can do is bite down on her leg. Might really be out of options this time, which means I could die right here. That realization sends shivers down my spine. My arms and legs start trembling in fear. It's funny, really. My memories are a complete mess, but I still remember that I don't want to die.
まだ方法はあります。注意、先に行ってください。
중이는 먼저 가주세요. For a moment, I don't understand what she's saying.
私が時間を稼ぎます。その間に注意は離脱妨害エリアから脱
제가
出してく
시간을
ださい。
벌어드리겠습니다. 안돼, 그런 말 하지마. 그거 데스 슬래그야. That's a death flag. Don't say that. Rain gives me an unwavering stare. I don't know how to respond to that. She'll buy me some time, but what'll happen to her then?
まさか俺のために身を犠牲にして敵を食い止めようって言うんじゃないよな。
特攻するつもりはありません。私は神風が嫌いです。
설마.
ただ時間を稼ぎ。
아, 그런 걱정 안 해주셔도 됩니다. 저는 그런 동기여진 같은 작전은 좋아하지 않아요. Her lips break into a smile. I can't take my eyes off of it. I don't understand how she can smile in this
先に
situation.
リアルで待っていてください。すぐに私も追いつきますから。
리얼 세계에서 기다려주셔서 금방 따라잡겠습니다.
私が合図したら全力で走ってください。いいですね。注意。
よくない。無理だよ。君を置いて一人で逃げるなんて。
너를 두고 혼자서 도망칠 순 없어.
もう時間がありません。行ってください。注意。さあ、今です。走って。
敵へ多数接近中。大型ウイルス反応。
어가타 위루스. 뭐 레이는 서포트 기체니까 그 제머 키고 가면은 되지 않을까? I'm sure Rain can like use a jammer and then just take out the anchor and log out.
注意。早く行かないと二人とも無駄死にしてしまいます。
Upon hearing the word die, the fear I'd rid myself of earlier rears its ugly head again. But
できるわけないだろそんなこと。あんた俺の戦友なんだろ。
그럴 수 있을 리가 없잖아.
注意。
저가 타진 콕핏에 둘이 타게 되는 시츄에이션인가요? 시뮬러크라면 콕핏이라는 개념이 없고 그냥 아바타 자체여가지고 그런 타는 그런 게 아니에요. 그냥 사이즈도 사람에 비해서 그렇게 크게 안 클걸요? 제가 알기로 한 2배? Rain opens her eyes wide in surprise. Damn, I ended up blowing a gasket. But I just can't abandon her here. I may not remember it, but I can tell just by looking at her that she's a very important person to me.
俺は戦友を置いてはいかない。
危険です。死にますよ。
大丈夫。銃の使い方ぐらいは覚えてる。それに注意と勝意じゃ注意の方が上官なんだし。
내가 상관이잖아. 기억은 못하지만.
いいのですか。乱戦になれば注意をかばうことができない。
난전이 되면 당신을 서포트해줄 수 없을 수도 있어요. She speaks with a cold, admonishing tone and a stern expression, but her eyes are filled with concern as she gazes at me. So instead of telling her, I give her a look that shows my mind is made up.
記憶を失っても
Whoa, Baldur's Gate! Not Baldur's Gate. That's CD하. Rain gives. 이거 조금 중요하다 근데. I see that losing your memories hasn't changed here. 기억을 잃어도 당신은 당신이군요. Rain gives me a smile completely unlike the ones before. It's so beautiful that my eyes end up glued to it. Frankly, I feel like she doesn't belong on a
わ
battlefield.
かりました。注意だな。それではご一緒していただけますか。
This one, Gute? Yes, this one, Gute. 16, 17 years ago. She takes my hand, or just stopped trembling at some point.
一緒にリアルへ戻ろう、レイン。
やあ、
Rain raises her other hand, and a large energy weapon materializes in
ス
it.
タンフレア。こ
Stun
れを使えば
flare!
約十数秒間だけ敵ウイルスの知覚装置を麻痺させることができます。
Yeah.
つまり目くらましか。
ええ、スタン使用後その隙に全速力で敵前衛をすり抜け奥に隠れているサポート機を破壊。
스턴 플레어를 쓴 상태에서 후방에 있는 적 앵커를 처리하고 로그아웃 할
そ
겁니다.
のまま反対方向へと脱出します。
なるほど。了解した。
As they say, there's nothing more dangerous than a concerned, cornered animal.
警告敵機接近
I look up and see a tidal wave of viruses rushing towards us.
とにかく生きて帰りましょう。優先目標は敵サポート。他の敵を相手にしている余裕はありません。
ああ、承知。
行きます。スタンフレア投射。
스턴 플레어 투사. Hell yeah! For a moment, the world is engulfed by a bright milky veil. The light fades away to reveal a wave of viruses that are rooted to their spots.
切りますよ。注意。
おう。
相対速度速すぎます。減速してください。
Stun flare. More like stun. Bomb. Trim velocity is far too high. Slow down. 언제부터 적의 처리됐지?
激突したらおしまいです。気をつけてください。注意。
따라오면 끝입니다.
わかってる。
조심해주세요. I actually like Rain's simulacrum design more so than Poe's. 주인공보다 레인께 시뮬라크럼이 훨씬 이쁜 것 같아. I keep running. I can hear the wind howling, and I can see virus after virus flying past right by my simulacrum. If I crash into one and fall, a whole bunch of them will surely pile onto me before I can get up. I'm letting out a war cry before I know it. My body gets covered in goosebumps, and my heart is beating so fast that it might explode any second. I've experienced this feeling before. As the strong of viruses settle the ends, we jump out into a vacant lot we passed through
注
earlier.
意。
ああ、こっちは無事。それよりあれが目標か。
ええ、あれが敵のサポートです。早く破壊しないとウイルスが復活します。
はっ、へい、切り裂け。
敵のサポートはドローン、テクノボー。いけます。
Oh, 뛰었다. Wow. Do you see that? I made it go midair and kept it up there. Nice.
離脱妨害解除プロセス起動。退避します。飛び降りてください。
ここから。
早く。
いや。うわ
妨害解除離脱可能です。
Encourage it. 이탈 가능.
レイン。
ログアウトプロセス起動。
Just before the process activates, I finally remember the most important thing. I'm Ko Kadokura, a freelance mercenary. My time as a student was probably several years in the past now. Alongside that realization, the faces of my friends from back then flashed through my mind. I can't remember their names or where we were at the time, but I do somewhat remember that those were really peaceful times. My memories are gone, but the nostalgia still remains. Why is Rain best girl? Because she is just the best girl. How much time has passed since those peaceful times? What kind of life did I lead to bring me to this battlefield? I look back at the battlefield one last time and see it covered in dust and gunpowder
ど
smoke.
うして俺は兵隊になんかなっちまったんだ。
Before I can find my answer, my mind is dragged away from the virtual world and into my real body. And here's the opening. While the OP's playing, I'm just gonna grab a glass of water. 오프닝 플레이하는 동안 저 잠깐 물 좀 가져올게요. 커터코 오프닝! Team Balderhead Lameo, more like Team Dunderhead. Rain best girl. My chest is being squeezed hard. Someone's embracing me from the back and holding me tight. Going by these slender arms, it has to be a girl. Not to mention I can feel something soft pressing up against my back.
やめろよ、千夏。苦しいって。
Poggers Chivo! Welcome to Baldr Sky. Why is this girl so hug happy? I don't particularly mind. But it's embarrassing and I don't know about being so clingy with a guy who's not your boyfriend. Wait, who's Chinatsu anyway? The girl's hand suddenly put a lot more pressure on my chest, making me cough out the air in my lungs. The air around here smells stale. I see dimly lit concrete walls when I open my eyes.
注意、気がつきましたか?
주인님이 일어나셨나요? A woman's face peers into mine. She has her arms wrapped around me and is dragging me along as she walks. 그녀의 팔이 뭐라 하지? 나를 잡고 끌고 있다. I get dragged another 2 meters as I try to figure out how to respond. Right, I was fighting in a virtual battlefield a minute ago.
注意。もし動けるようであれば立っていただけると助かります。
중이님 일어나셨으면은 좀 움직일 수 있으시면 직접 걸으시면 안 될까요? I try to stand in a hurry. but I slip and the back of my head hits the floor hard.
大丈夫ですか？すごい音がしましたが。
ああ、なんとか。
While rubbing my head, I stand up and face Rain. I knew how she looked thanks to the face window, but this is something else entirely. Shiny blonde locks and eyes as blue as the sea. She's incredibly pretty. Once again, I find it hard to believe that she's a soldier. And she... but that doesn't detract from her hourglass figure, and she has a very refined air about her.
何か？
いや、すまない。ここはどこなんだ？
ここはどこ？私は誰？ I quit gawking at Rain and shake my
急
head.
増のダイブポイント。我々はここから仮想空間に没入していました。
This is a Japanese VN, okay? From early or mid 2000s. This is before the year of the Badonker. As soldiers, we lie in console equipped with life support systems and dive into the battlefield, I
コン
think.
ソールがないな。どうして俺は作戦室にいないんだ？
我々は非正規の軍事行動の最中です。通常の任務時のようにちゃんとした作戦室やコンソールなど使いません。
どうも普通じゃないな。ゲリラ戦でも仕掛けていたって言うんじゃない
Can't
の？
wait for Baldr Badonkers. Very interesting. Tell us more. No. Rain shoots a glance behind her. Now that my eyes have adapted to the dark, I see a few silhouettes. Over there, a few people are sitting on the floor, with their backs to the wall, and there's a bunch of portable equipment lying about.
注意が今回の作戦のために斡旋業者から紹介を受けたプロの傭兵たちです。
저들은 전부 이번 작전을 위해서 중위가 고용한 프로 용병들입니다.
みんなは
Haven't they
離
logged
脱し
out
ていない
yet?
のか？
構造体の爆破に巻き込まれ全員 KIA。 残念ながら
다들 뇌사했습니다.
ブラックラインは確認中。
Let's get an educational Twitch-compliant eroge history lesson. Well, no, just go watch 16-bit Sensation on wherever you can watch it. I think it's on Crunchy. I'm interested in learning about pre-Badonker's era Japan. A shiver runs through my spine. I finally realize that people have died here. How am I supposed to look at times like these? I stay rooted to my spot and stare at the corpses of my fellow soldiers.
この人たち、俺の仲間だったんだよな。
幸いと言っては罰が当たりますが、友人と言えるほど親しい仲ではありません。
Even as she spouts those hurtless words, Rain gives me a worried look. She's probably looking out for me, meanwhile I start walking towards the corpses. Rain immediately stops by grabbing my arm.
弔ってやりたいのは
Stops me by grabbing my arm.
我々も急いで撤収しなければ危険です。
しかし、
残念ながらこれが私たちの仕事です。彼らも納得してくれるでしょう。
사장님이 너무 블랙해요. 내 사람은 그냥 버리고 간대요.
本当にそうならいいんだけどな。
My mind can't keep up with all this crap. Wake up on a battlefield, I'm forced to fight immediately, and when I finally get back into the real world, I'm faced with a pile of corpses.
急ぎましょう。注意。
A sliver of doubt creeps into my mind. Should I really trust Rain? Right now, I remember nothing about her. What if she's trying to use that to her benefit?
私を信じてください。
저를 믿어주세요.
今の状況でそれが難しいのはわかりますが。
아, 이것도 뜨나 지금? 아, 이거 뜨네? Hold on, let me disable Steam overlay because it's getting captured by lossless scaling. How do I disable Steam overlay?
信じるよ。レインは俺の戦友だもんな。
ありがとうござい
어떻게
ます。注意。防壁
That's
解除。
real.
扉開きます。
Enable the Steam overlay while in game. ん
行きますよ。注意。
이거 어떻게 끄더라?
ひどいもんだな。
Oh, looks like I have autoplay enabled. 잠깐, 나 오토플레이 켜져 있는 것 같은데? 이건 꺼져 있다고 나오네, 그지?
鈴代市か。
ええ、鈴代市。自由直轄のポリスです。
내가 오토플레이 왜 안 꺼져? Steam overlay, Steam overlay. It's disabled. 꺼져 있는데 왜 뜨지 저게? Steam disable notifications. Friends tab, look for notification and sound setting. Okay, I think I disabled it. 끈 것 같아요. I'm not sure why, but something deep inside of me tells me that I can trust her. Alright, I mean, you are my comrade. Thank you, sir. Rain takes my hand and breaks out into a run. Lockdown lifted, opening door. Cold air rushes in the moment the hatch opens up, carrying with it an awful stench and the hustle and bustle of the outside. Since my eyes had gotten used to the dark, they're blinded for a moment by all the bright lights. As my vision gradually returns, I see a lit up skyscraper in front of me, neon signs of all colors at its bottom. Let's go, sir. Rain drags me to the ground. 아, 이거 보이스 라인 다 되는구나, 이렇게 하면. Rain drags me into the crowd. When my eyes adapt to the city lights, everything they'd been hiding comes into view.
ひどいもんだな。
Old, dilapidated high-rises with their walls littered in graffiti. Trash strewn about all over the place and a crowd of dead men walking. It's a sight that embodies the concept of decay. Looking at it reminds me of something.
ここは鈴代市か。
ええ、鈴代市。自由直轄のポリスです。
GU. 2 or 3 generations ago, the world was consolidated under the banner of the Global Union. Global Union? Huh. The nations of the past became provinces, and national militaries became provincial ones. It was supposed to put an end to our long history of warfare, but it turned out to be wishful thinking even with the world unified. Civil wars and rebellions were rife, and armed conflicts among various regional blocks became commonplace. Even right before we were born, this province had been involved in a massive war. To us, it became known as simply the war.
俺の親父も確か大戦に参加したんだ。いや、大戦が終わっても傭兵を続けていて。
ええ、そうです。お父様の名前は思い出せませんか？
英二。親父の名前は門倉英二。
門倉英二. An image of him clad in uniform comes to mind. For some reason, it doesn't elicit very pleasant feelings. After the war, heavy restrictions were placed on provincial armies everywhere, and they were downsized and merged into police organizations like the City Defense Force here in Suzushiro. But the demand for troops never really went away. Private military companies rapidly rose to prominence and plugged the gap the armies had left behind. It was almost like our society had regressed to the 18th century. And at this point, PMCs and their contractors make up the majority of the world's military operations.
レインは俺の親父がどうしているのか知っているのか？
ええ、ご健在ですよ。あの方は今も傭兵を続けていて。
Rain begins to speak, but her words are wiped out by the roar of VTOL flying past.
あの機体どこかで見た気がする。確かあれって軍用機。
ええ、でも安心してください。ここでは日常の光景ですから。
そうなんだろうな。俺もさっきまでネットで戦争していたんだもんな。俺の親父はまだ傭兵から足を洗っていない？
はい。記憶が戻ればお父様のことも思い出すはずです。
Rain doesn't seem very comfortable with the topic, but I can kinda see why. Even now, with my memories all jumbled, just thinking about him gets me irritated. I seriously doubt we're on the best of terms.
行きましょう。宿の手配が済みましたから。
そうか。っていつの間に手続きを？
私たちは24時間
それ벌써
ネットにつなが
잡아놨다고?
っていますから。
Was that curt answer? Rain starts walking away. We're connected to the internet 24/7, just like me, for real, for real.
私たちは24時間つながってるか。
This is before smartphones. Something about Rain's words bothers me. I think I've heard them before.
私たちはいつもつながっている。
Who said that? Saying it out loud sends a small pang through my chest.
注意。どうしましたか？
ああ、今行く。
I follow Rain and walk into the nightlife. After roaming the filthy streets for a while, we walk into a cheap corner hotel.
いいセンスしているな、本当に。
Are those stains in that? In the middle of our trashy room sits a double bed with slightly dirty sheets. Just slightly. Only a glass door stands between the room and the bath, and the closet's filled with toys that are the furthest thing from wholesome. To top it all off, there's a set of contraceptives and drugs by the pillows.
本当にこんな部屋に泊まるのか。
Big Mac stains.
申し訳ありません。この界隈にはこんなホテルしかないそうで、それにシティで一番プライバシーを保証してくれるのはこの手のホテルだったりしますから。
As she speaks, she sticks her hand between a piece of furniture and the wall. When she takes it back out, I see it holding a tiny apparatus, a self-propelled spy robot.
ですから、盗撮用の機材を潰してしまえば安全です。
도찰용 기체들만 다 잡으면 안전합니다. 안전한 거 맞아? You chose a real jam to play today.
盗撮を警戒。こんな部屋だからか。
おそらく私たちの身元は発覚していないはずです。無論油断はできませんが。
先の戦闘と俺たちの関係、明るみになれば何のお咎めもなしというわけにはいかないだろうな。
今お茶を入れますから。
Rain takes off her coat and heads to the kitchen. Even the slightest of movement makes her beautiful hair sway from side to side. As it does, I catch a glimpse of her shapely behind. 아, 너무 디테일하게, 너무 적나라하게 이렇게 적어놓으면 조금 이건 부끄러운데요. She's surprisingly thick for someone with such a slender build. I wonder if I'm being influenced by where we are. I'm becoming all too painfully aware that I'm alone in the room with the woman. I have some nerve to be thinking about the butts in this situation, but even if I do say so myself.
落ち着いてください。ここなら当面は大丈夫ですから。
Blissfully unaware of the thoughts running through my head, Rain offers me a cup of tea.
ああ、ありがとう。
I receive the cup and take a sip. The hot tea calms my nerves a little.
言うのが遅れたけど、さっきはありがとう。
注意。
突然のことで気が動転しまくってた。レインがいなかったらどうなっていたことか。
当然のことをしたまでです。私はサポートですから。それに余計な気遣いは無用ですよ。今の記憶がどうであれ、注意は私の上官ですから。
でも気まずいよ。年上の女の人なんだし。
年上か。Older, huh?
私が年上に見えるんですか？
マンタリバー。
年上に見えるって。俺の方が年上なのか？
I rush to look at myself in the mirror. I breathe a sigh of relief when I see a familiar face of a youngster in the reflection.
よかった。中年の顔になっていたらどうしようかと思ったよ。
중년의 얼굴을 하고 있었으면 도대체 어쩔지 모를 뻔했어.
周囲の顔つきは昔から変わっていませんよ。戦いを重ねて精悍な感じにはなりましたが。
そうか。
주인은 별로 변한 게 없네요.
俺童顔なのかな。
아래? 私 도간? I may be relieved, but I'm not convinced. I look at my reflection once again, this time in one of the windows.
今時の若者は10代も20代も見分けがつかないそうです。
10대와 20대는 그치 10대 후반이랑 20대 초반은 뭐 별 차이가 없어 얼굴은. 私 도간? 私 도간?
訓練しても全然軍人らしい顔にならないってよく教官殿がぼやいていました。
Our instructor was always complaining about how no amount of training would ever make us look like
俺と
soldiers.
レインの付き合いってそんなに長いのか。
ええ、同期で軍に入隊して以来数年間ずっとご一緒させてもらっています。
헉, 나는 승진했는데 레이는 아직 소이구나. 미안해. There's the explanation. Adults actually look like teens.
そうだったのか。俺どうして兵士なんかになったんだろう。
あなたは注意です。一介の兵士ではありません。電脳将校、パイロットは士官扱い。軍の伝統です。
俺この年で将校なんだ。
私や注意のようなセカンドジェネレーションは軍で優遇されますから。
Preferential treatment. Saying that Rain traces the nape of her neck with her fingertip, her new jack port opens up in
セカン
response.
ドジェネレーションのブレインチップ所持者。お忘れですか？注意。
저희 2세대들은 뇌칩이 벌써 설치가 되어 있습니다. 잊으셨나요, 중이? Second generation, the term seems familiar, but I don't recall what exactly it means.
まだまだ思い出さなきゃいけないことがいろいろとありそうだな。
ええ、まあ
I mean, right now, I don't even know what I was doing before I lost my
俺
memories.
はあそこに何をしに行ってたんだ。そもそもあそこは何の施設だったんだ。
A sudden head-splitting pain derails my train of thought.
注意。
大丈夫。ちょっと頭痛がしただけだから。
As I reassure her, I press my hurting temples with my fingers. I can feel my body. I don't know about this translation. I can feel my body juices rise up in my throat.
きっと疲れているのでしょう。今日は
Couldn't you just have called it stomach acid? Rain puts her hand on my shoulder.
明日になったら心当たりの医療機関に案内します。
Which ones? The only one that'll rise up through your throat.
答えは周囲の記憶に眠っていますから。
しかしレインが知っていることを少しでも話してくれないか。もったいぶらずに教えてくれよ。
もったいぶっているわけではありません。
何か隠す理由でもあるのか。
All the juices.
一度に聞かせても注意を混乱させるだけです。信じてください。私は注意を心配して言っているのです。
당신을 위해서 이러는 겁니다. 아, 그렇게 말하는 사람들은 조금 다들 Rain refuses to answer my question, and we somehow end up glaring at each other. 그치만 레이는 이쁘니까. 이쁘니까 I trust her. She's pretty, so I trust her. She was giving me such an earnest look. Come to think of it, she looked at me the same way back on the battlefield. It couldn't look like this if you were acting. Whatever other reasons she may have, there's no doubt she's doing this out of concern for me. In that
一
case,
つだけお願いしてもいいかな。
はい、注意。
その注意ってのをやめないか。注意って呼ばれると
can't
どうも
believe
落ち着
Rihanna's
かない気
so
分なんだ。
weak-willed.
自
Shake
分
my
のことじゃ
head.
ないみたいでさ。
She's so pretty.
あいにくと今の俺には注意の自覚もふさわしい能力もないし、それに何よりレインにはきっとまだまだいっぱい世話をかける。なのに上官面なんて居心地が悪すぎるよ。
Her tense expression gives way to one of utter surprise, but this makes me feel a million times more at ease.
ダメかな。
Hand
レインを信
holding.
じる代わりに俺も信用に足る呼ばれ方をされたいんだけど。
いささか重複しかねるのですが、でも仕方ありませんね。では記憶が戻るまでの間だけ。
頼むよ、レイン。
やあ、こうさん。
Koshi. Ko-san. Despite seeming somewhat uncomfortable with it, Reina utters my name. I can't sleep, not with all this crap on my mind. Well, anyone could have seen it coming in this situation. Wait, hold on, why is this still... Minimize or keep the bar fixed? There we go. First name basis? What degenerates? I feel a soft, warm touch every time our bodies come into contact. It's too much for me to take. First name? Barahua!
まずいよな。
I really should have just slept on the couch. I remember the argument we had before calling it a night.
ベッドで寝ればいいではありませんか。この大きさなら二人並んで眠れます。
그냥 침대에서 자면 안 되나요? 이 크기면 저희 둘 다 잘 수 있습니다.
だけど
注意。いえ、コウさんに風邪をひかれたら困ります。
코시가 감기 걸리면 안 돼요.
忙しい日々が続くでしょうから。
곤란하니까 침대에서 자세요. The moment I let her talk me into sleeping on the bed was the moment I ran out of luck.
俺じゃあ風邪をひかなくても睡眠不足になりそうだ。
眠れませんか、コウさん。
Surprised, I turned around and see Rain staring at
軍
me.
の同僚に異性を意識していたら持ちませんよ。陸軍ほどではありませんが、動機は珍しくありません。
そうなんだ。
That certainly doesn't seem to be bothering her too much.
でもこんなところに泊まるの初めてだから。って本当に初めてなんだよな、俺。
No answer. Yes, it's not.
あのさ、
Get a grip, Humoron. You really shouldn't ask her if we've done it before. Ahem! It's not unusual for soldiers to sleep with one another. Relationships in the military are all about snap decisions, with fortune favoring the bold. For example, if you waste too much time planning to ask someone out on the weekend, one of you might be dead by then. A love letter might end up becoming a farewell note. Given those circumstances, soldier romances tend to be very utilitarian in nature. 이 전쟁이 끝나면 그녀에게 고백할 거야. I'm gonna confess my feelings to her once this war's over. Why am I remembering all this? It doesn't matter.
おやすみ。
I pulled a blanket over my head and closed my eyes. Bad idea, because the inside is filled with a nice bittersweet scent. No, Riz. The thought makes me jump. Stick my head out and take a deep breath. Damn it, she's gonna laugh at me. I hope she didn't sleep in the same bed because she expected this to happen. Oh, she didn't laugh. Or wait, could she be stifling her laughter with all she's got? I can't deal with this. I feel like she's staring at me, but I'm not sure if it's just my imagination. I can't sleep like this. I make up my mind, turn towards Rain, and find her sleeping peacefully. Apparently I was the only one getting worked up. He's literally me.
本気で異性とか意識されていないんだな。
She really doesn't care I'm a guy, huh? As I struggle to cope with the complicated feeling that's part relief and part disappointment, my fatigue catches up to me.
寝るか。
Nerika. Having lost my memories, I should be all alone in this world. I'm as powerless as a baby, and I have no idea what's going on. But just having Rain by my side gives me strength. The fact she's a woman is a trifling matter in comparison. I decide to quit racking my brain, and my consciousness fades black, enveloped in a sweet scent and gentle warmth. She's pretending. Now she's gonna steal your organs. Oh no, it's over. She's not German, she's Albanian, and your kidney belongs to... I look to my side and find Rain gone. Muddy daylight streams in through the windows.
雨じゃない。これシャワーの音か。
She can have anything she wants. I'll give Rain everything. Casually cast my eyes in the direction of the noise coming from. Rain's inside the bathroom and I can see everything inside through the glass door. That blows all my drowsiness away in an instant. The long slender legs, firm hips are simply gorgeous.
目に毒だよな。まったく。
I'd give her my kidneys without the knees. Oh my god. Talk about a sight for sore eyes. Somehow I managed to look away and end up spotting the clothes she's taken off along with the weapons lying on top of them. Sheathed knives of various sizes, a pair of pistols, and even a set of throwing knives in her boots. Contrast between her classy underwear and the weapons make me sigh.
やっぱり彼女も傭兵なんだな。
Muttering to myself, I reach out for my own clothes and find a gun in there as well. I'm too scared to touch it directly, so I wind up picking it up. Together with my clothes and feel its weight in my hands.
俺も同業者ならこれぐらい持っていても不思議じゃない。
When you lose your memories, you also tend to lose your grasp on your own identity. It's because you no longer remain what defines you as a person. Right then, the bathroom door opens.
おはようございます、コウさん。
おはよう。
The scent of soap and shampoo wafts up my nose. I look away in a hurry. But I'm too late, because the sight of her flushed skin has been etched into my eyes. I think Ko must be like 22 or something. So full of energy. Ha! The youngsters.
今食事の支度をしますから、シャワーを浴びてきてください。
え、 シャワー？
覗くつもりはありませんよ。ご安心ください。
She says that with a smile.
あ
I start feeling somewhat awkward, so I grab my towel and run to the bathroom.
コウさん、食事の準備ができています。
아침은 도대체 어떻게 만들어지는 거야 여기서? By the time I leave the bath, there are a bunch of open cans. Okay. 캔 땄구나.
申し訳ありません。慌てて拠点を脱出したので、こんなものしか用意でき
いや、構わないよ。
Wanting a proper meal would be asking for too much.
こうい
Besides,
うの俺は食べ慣れてるんだよな、多分。
ええ、そうですね。
ここにある缶詰なら特に好き嫌いもなく何でも食べられるかな。
はい、
そっか。レイン、俺と付き合いが長いんだよな。
ええ、
俺が入隊したきっかけってなんだっけ？
나는 왜 입대지? 당신은 국방의 의무를 어쩌고저쩌고.
それは自分で思い出すべきでしょう。私に
I
聞
think
く
you'd
の
be better
は
off
最後
replying
の
that
手段に
yourself.
した
Asking
方が
me
いい
should be
し。
your last resort. Having a heart-to-heart seems unlikely. We silently wolf down our food. Raina's somewhat cold smile on her face. I can't figure out what's hidden behind it just yet. She certainly isn't mocking me or anything, but her smile is stiff and her attitude businesslike. You could simply take that as the way she interacts with a superior
そ
soldier,
れは
but
そうと、コウさんが寝ている間に診断プログラムを走らせてみました。
ああ、うん。
コウさんのブレインチップが損傷を受けているようです。
내 칩이 데미지됐다고.
幸い基本的な機能に支障がなく正常に動作しているようですが、
ブレインチップか。
I guess the SD card broke on my brain chip. Hearing the terms make me remember the concept. Brain chips are more than familiar to people of this era. Connected to neurojacks on one end and our brains on the other, they act as a direct signal interface between human minds and the computers to bring VR to life. Brain chipはダメージだ。
待てよ。じゃあ俺の記憶がおかしいのは？チップに損傷があっても正常に動作しているんだろ？
チップでなく脳の方が壊れている可能性もあるのではないですか。
칩이 아니고 내가 망가진 게 아닐까요? 너무 끔찍한 소리를 그렇게 태연하게 말하니 내가 볶음밥 볶을
ブレ
때
インチップはバイオチップ、半ば脳に一体化していますか
This
ら。
game ripped off Cyberpunk 2077 confirmed! Oh my god! It takes place in a cyberpunk world. And MC has brain damage? Oh my god! Japanese cyberpunk has Rain instead of Johnny. Better not take the schizo pills or else.
おいおい。
Oi oi oi. She says the scariest things so
で
casually.
も私は専門医ではないですから細かいことはわからないですよ。
빨리 의사 만나러 갑시다.
不安を煽らないでくれ。
すみません。
しかし記憶か。何かショックでも与えたら案外ひょっこりと記憶が戻ったりはしないかな。
そうも考えられなくはないですが、しかしどのようなショックを？
I like this BGM, by the way. One of my favorite VN BGMs.
そうだな。例えば俺はシュミクラムの扱い方を覚えてた。だったらもう一度シュミクラムになれば。
では試してみますか？
Rain takes out a cord wheel from her pocket and straightens it out to grab the neurojack.
食後の運動代わりにやってみるか。
We finish our breakfast, after which Rain nods, stands up, and gets behind
で
me.
は失礼。
직접 연결? 헉. Neurojack, that's literally a cyberpunk cord. This is so shameless, shake my head. She traces the back of my neck with her fingertips. The artificial neck muscles open up in response, exposing my Neurojack
本来
port.
私たちには物理的なジャックインは必要ありませんが、今回は念のためにワイヤードで接続します。
저희들은 평소에 유선 연결은 필요 없지만 이번에는 어떻게 될지도 모르니 그 아마도 뇌칩 데미지 때문에 그런 거 같죠? 모르니까 유선으로 연결할게요.
物理的につなぐ必要がないって
I'll let out a small yelp when I feel the new jack getting plugged
そ
in.
のうちすぐに思い出しますよ。
Rain holds up her hair and plugs in her new jack too. I find that gesture oddly seductive.
ダイブは自力でできますか？
그냥 내 마구니가 꼈어 아주.
ああ多分
Wake the heck up, Samurai. We got viruses to burn. Getting plugged by rain. I close my eyes and focus on nothing but empty space. Immediately, the chakra of the internet opens up and...
ダイブ
Daivu. I could never forget this, similar to how one never forgets how to walk or ride a bike. And just like that, my mind takes off to cyberspace. There's a shining wireframe grid, extending in every direction as far as the eye can see. The grid's dotted with countless icons, and there are avatars flying about, glowing like fireflies.
イーサか
That's right, this is the Ether, the relay portal, a transfer point that connects countless virtual worlds.
この光景は忘れていないみたいですね。
Rain's drifting right by my side. Her blonde hair looks like it's glowing as it floats in the air.
ああこの感覚には馴染みがあるなんだかふるさとに
Damn,
戻ってきたみ
Rain's
たいな気がす
charger
るよ
cable is huge!
この調子で一歩ずつこの世界を思い出していきましょう。私がガイドしますから。
That's a promise, you're gonna guide me through the whole thing until I remember everything. She gently holds my hand, even online. Her touch is
シ
soft.
フト。
As soon as a word leaves her mouth, her hand begins to harden. I follow suit and let that familiar process take over me. My body gets recomposed from ground up. The digital versions of my cells get rewritten to take a robotic form. And oh dang, I'm reporting to Twitch. The next moment, we find ourselves floating in the internet sky, having finished shifting into simulacrons.
ではアリーナへ。
ムーブ
Move. Health block adds two extra blocks to the health gauge. Combos. New tutorials are available. Combo gauge. Bonus multiplier. Development, here we go. This is what we want. 이제 여기서 무기 개발할 수 있죠, 디벨롭먼트에서. Straight punch can be developed. A punch straight to the target's stomach. Short reach, but its speed is unmatched among CQC-based attacks. 하나밖에 없구나. 오케이. Yes. And then equipment. Requires 100 to unlock. Ah. I guess I can't unlock it yet. Equipment. Long range. feel like this should be body blow, and this should be low kick, and then we'll make this a beam sword. No. Here. And then him down. Oh wait, pushes too far. Okay, maybe low kick first? There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6 hits. Oh, don't I get wait, what's my pistol? That. Okay. The range is too short though. 킥이 안 맞아. The kick's not connecting. Grenade missed. We reach a virtual training ground, feeling like we've covered a fair bit of distance that isn't actually real.
調子はいかがですか？
おこリアルボディより調子がいいぐらいさ。
점프도 돼? This can't only be the second time I've ever shifted in my life. My simulacrum feels way too familiar for that. Damn, look at those knees! Imagine a knee kick with that. I feel powerful, like I can do anything I want, even the loss of my memories doesn't strike me as a big deal right now.
少し戦ってみますか？
戦うってまさかレインと？
それはまたの機会にしましょう。とりあえず今はレッスン1。
A bunch of metal beetles appear in midair and drop to the ground. They're the same type as the viruses we fought
ショ
yesterday.
ック療法は歓迎だけど、いきなりこいつらとドンパチか。
ご安心を。模擬戦闘なので機体が破壊されても生命に別状はありません。
생명의 위험은 없을 겁니다.
ただ、ダメージを受ければそれなりに痛い思いをしますが。
네, 맞으면 아플 수도 있어요. 저 표정 왜 이렇게...
要は本気でやれってことだな。
ええ。準備はよろしいですか？
How pushy, not that I mind.
ああ、やっ
Of
てやる
course I
さ。
don't mind. It's strange.
始めてくれ、レイン。
では、
레인이 하는 건 뭐든 다 좋아.
オープンコンバット。
Alright, let's separate one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 둘러싸였어. There's so many of them. Just one at a time, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 너무 많아. 잘못하면 폭발하겠는데? Oh. Let's see, how do I throw grenades? There we go. Normal mode too hard for me apparently. New item. Oh wait, no. Plug in. Current time.
何か思い出しましたか？
I silently shake my
やは
head.
り専門家の手助けが必要ですね。
With those words, Rain gives me a pat on the shoulder. Early that afternoon, we set out into town, heading towards the clinic Rain mentioned last night.
軍服のままで出かけちゃっていいのかな？
大丈夫ですよ。ほら、
I take a look around. Among the crowd, I spot several people decked out in uniforms of various designs. Apart from those soldiers, I also see workers, hoodlums, bums, and junkies of all ages and genders.
随分と環境のいい街なんだな。
アンチ AI の人々に言わせれば、ここは現代のソドムだそうですから。
This is supposedly the modern day Sodom if you listen to the anti-AI people.
アンチ AI か。AI をめぐる対立は今も続いているのか。
ホウさんが学園生の頃よりも対立ははるかに激化しています。
Ranges a weary look up at the sky. In this day and age, the internet has become the lifeblood of civilization and is governed by countless AI systems around the world, which construct and maintain our virtual reality. Unfortunately, there are more than a few people who hate the idea of mankind not holding the keys to its own society.
ここはエイリアニストとアンチ AI が対立する最前線。だからこそ私たちのような者たちが流れ込んでくる。
The alienist and anti-AI factions.
エイリアニスト。なんだろう。その言葉を聞くと不快な気分になってくるよ。
私もです。セカンドジェネレーションでこの言葉が心地よい者はいないと思います。アンチ AI 流の AI 派の呼び方。彼らに言わせれば AI はエイリアン。それを支持する者はエイリアニスト。
I wonder if that battle I went through yesterday was also part of the conflict between the two
いずれ
factions.
コウさんも実感されると思います。この街は、いえ、この時代は決して穏やかなものではありません。
But it's all good. There's a udon tent there. 저 우동집 있으니까 그렇게 나쁘지는 않을 것 같은데. 나쁘지만은 않을 것 같아.
そうみたいだな。
Skybob was the color of television from days gone by, tuned to a dead channel. Looking at the gloomy gray clouds makes me want to see a clear blue sky. I'm sure that'd make us feel a little better. All feel a little better.
では、行きましょうか。
We start walking down the city streets once again. We take a bunch of twists and turns and end up in a filthy back alley. Everywhere we go, the walls are covered in graffiti, and there's a sour stench emanating from the deserted street corners.
レイン、俺たちは病院へ向かっているんだよな。
もちろんです。しかし、今の状況では正式な医療機関にはかかれませんから。
Setting can be as dystopian as it wants, as long as men can go to a soba stand at 2 a.m. and it's not all bad. If there's a ramenya, the world isn't over yet.
しかし、こんな界隈を根城にしているようなモグリの医者が頼りっていうわけか。
モグリの医者ですが、腕前は抜群の先生ですよ。ネットに記録を残さず診療してくれますし。
Unlicensed doctor? 어라? 무면허 의사.
プレストオプニックにはありがたい先生なわけだ。
Being reassured of her skills was nothing to ease my concern about letting some fishy doc mess with my
ご
head.
心配なく。腕に定評があるからこそ、こんな場所に引きこもっていられるのです。
실력에 자신이 있으니까 이런 데에 숨어 있을 수도 있는 겁니다.
引きこもるにしても場所を選べばいいのに。で、その先生とやらはどんなやつなんだ？
通称ドクターノイ。 私も会ったことはありませんけど、医療費は高額ですが、どんな手術でもしてくれるとか。
違法な擬態移植とか不正なクローニング処置でもか？
それもこれも種次第との噂です。
やることはヤバそうだが、アンダーグラウンドの名医には違いないみたいだな。そんな人がどうしてこんな貧民窟にいるんだろう。
Yeah, I
ここは
wonder
闇
why.
医療のメッカです。規制の緩いこの都市にはエッジ企業が世界中から集まってきています。
その最先端を求めてうさんくさい奴らも同時に集まってくる
この街では何でも手に入りますから。バイオ、ナノ、AI、果てはクローニング。
と？どうしたんだ？
ええ、ナビゲーションによればこの辺りのはずなんですけど。
Dr. Noi better than Dr. Yezi. Puzzled, she surveys the street and
あり
then
ました。
there it is. A somewhat baffled tone, I follow her gaze and find an obnoxiously decorated show window. Displayed in it are an array of animal bustiers, bondage goods with chains, and leather whips. Leather whips.
どう見てもアダルトショップなんだけど。
ええ、ここで間違いはないはずですけど。
誰だい君たちは。
誰だい君たちは? Upon hearing a lispy voice, I turn around and find a young girl, dressed in black, staring wearily at us. Her frilly dress is so out of place on these filthy streets, it's kinda hard to look at it.
君は？
質問に質問を返さないでくれたまえ。君たちは一体どこに所属している傭兵なのかね？
질문에 질문으로 답해주지 말겠어? The way she talks doesn't suit her age at all. She has a cute little face, but the look in her eyes is the furthest thing from childlike. She might be going through some tough times. I start feeling sorry for her when I think about her life in the
あの
slums.
さ、ちょっと尋ねたいことがあるんだけど。
I take out some change and offer it to her.
なんだそれは。そんなはした金で何をしようというのだ？
But she ignores it and glares at me.
ごめん、足りなかったかな。もうちょっとお小遣いあげようか。話を聞いてくれたらだけど。ドクターノイって人を探しているんだ。何か知らないかな？
私だ。
私だ。
私がノイだ。市民番号 F12A699B。公開データベースを調べてみろ。
시민번호가 있어?
調べろって言われても。
As my thought process grinds to a halt, a whole bunch of text starts scrolling in front of my
父
eyes.
さん、失礼。
Looks like Rain sent me Dr. Noe's data. I scan through the text and...
君、俺より年上なのか？
연상이었군요.
初対面の奴らの反応とくればいつもこれだ。
The absurdity of it all leaves me scratching my head. I mean, okay, maybe I was in the wrong here.
失礼しました、ドクターノイ。実はあなたにお願いしたいことがありまして。
Rain barges into the conversation right on time.
私は正規の医者じゃない。だからドクターは結構だ。申し訳ないが、一見の客はお断りしているんだ。それに外見で人を判断する輩は嫌いだ。
외견으로 사람을 판단하는 사람들은 싫어.
いえ、別にそんなつもりじゃ。
第一、金は払えるのかね？言っておくが、診察料は高いぞ。
ノイさん、注意、いえ、門倉公の名前を傭兵斡旋協会のデータベースで調べてみてくださいませんか？
門倉だとか。
After shooting Rain a glance, Noi's eyes start starting around the place.
なるほどね。
It's like she's reading something in midair, probably data pertaining to me.
そうか。確かに君なら取りっぱぐれはなさそうだな。面白いな。気に入ったよ。入りたまえ。
Hide the tamae. Noi gives me a slap on my back and walks into her distasteful shop. I wonder what exactly she found amusing.
ああ、レイン、 俺のデータベース何か愉快なことが書いてあるのか？
診察が終わってからにしませんか？先生が中で待っていらっしゃいますから。
Rain grabs my arm and drags me inside.
医療施設の割には随分と風変わりなインテリアですね。
趣味と実益。一応はカモフラージュが目的ということにしておこうか。さあ、こっちに来たまえ。
선생님, 너무 뭔가 해요. In the back of what seemed to be an antique adult goods store is a modern clinic.
処置してほしいのは何かね。彼女連れということはやはりあちら方面か？
여자친구를 데려왔으면은 그쪽 수술을 원하니?
いや、俺とレインはそんな関係じゃなくて。
ならば擬態化がお望みかね？ちょうど今ならバイオの掘り出し物があるのだが。
With a twisted smile, she points at a water tank installed at the back of the room. Wriggling about in it is a soft creature.
今流行のギミックだよ。
It's currently all the rage.
こんなものを移植するのが流行っているのか？
ああ、どんなにツンと済ました女性でもこれにかかれば可愛い声で泣くこと受け合いだ。
Noah gives a suggested smile, and I end up looking in Rain's direction.
先生、真面目にやっていただけますか？
わかっている。ちょっと彼をからかっただけだ。で、要件は？
彼のブレインチップの修復措置です。引き受けてくれますね。
頭がいかれたのか。しかしそれならまっとうな病院へ行けばどうかね。ここでの治療には保険が効かないぞ。
Rain doesn't respond.
どうも訳ありのようだな。いいだろう。言い訳は後で聞く。そこにかけたまえ。早速診察を始めようか。
Noah makes me sit in a medical console and plugs in a neurojack. Ah yes, the slippery shoulder. The OG. Well, probably not even close to the OG, but closer to the OG than we are now. After examining me for a while, she finally opens her mouth.
先生、注意の具合は？
すごいな、これは。脳内チップの安全装置に救われたな。
안전장치가 구해줬다네요.
論理爆弾かブラックアイスか手段はわからんが、とにかく仮想で過負荷を受けて本当。
Not
おかげ
slippery
で脳
enough, it's
細
just
胞の周り
one
に脳
shoulder.
内チップが破損したというところか。
Exposed Waki, I sleep. But I assume something overloaded in my mind and knocked him out, and his chip took the damage in place of his brain cells, am I right?
はい、ロジックボムです。我々の部隊は私と彼を除いて全滅しました。
It wiped out our entire squad, save for him and me. She actually figured out the cause was just a cursory look. I guess her skills are the real deal. As I sit there impressed, Noise starts smacking me on the back
君
again.
は運がいい。チップの特性が違っていたら。
Black guys, this is literally stealing cyberpunk words. On the phone with Johnny Cyberpunk right now.
そんなに損傷がひどいんですか？
ああ、ブレインチップは反壊している。しかし脳細胞はおかげで無事だったようだ。
She projects some images on the wall monitor. Sadly, I have no idea what any of it
君
means.
のチップは安全装置付きなんだ。脳にかかるべき負担をチップの安全装置が受け止め、君を守った。
내가 받을 부담을 칩의 안전장치가 받아서 너는
それでチップは
고살생을
破壊し
한 거야.
そのショックで記憶障害が発生した。
Hearing all this sends chills down my spine. Brain chips are more or less integrated with the brain. If mine was destroyed, I doubt my brain escaped completely
じゃ
unscathed.
あ俺の記憶は消えてしまったんですか？
いや、そうでもないが。
Noi folds her arms and tries to carefully choose words for
言っ
me.
てみれば分厚い辞典の作品が消えてしまった状態だ。
A big dictionary that's missing its index.
わかるか？辞典の中身はあるが、今の君は必要なページを
We need
探す
to
ことができない。
defrag Cole's brain and index it all over again.
古風な言い方をするとネットのリンク切れ？
Kind of like broken links on the internet of old. No, because broken links often means the content is dead now. The server's gone.
そうだな。
The information would be somewhere out there, but the links would lead to 404.
つまり記憶そのものはアクセスできないけど無事なんですね。
多分な。
Tapana. That's a bit of a relief. Now the question is how to access those
先
memories.
生治りますよねこれ？
君は技術の進歩に感謝すべきだ。かつて脳内チップの修復には外科手術と長期のリハビリが必要だった。今はこいつが短期間で蹴りをつけてくれ
In a
る。
jiffy, saying that she picks up a jet syringe and loads it with some suspicious capsule.
何ですかそれ？
医療用ナノマシン。微小のマシン群が君のチップと脳細胞を修復し、記
Medical
憶蘇生処置を
nanomachines.
実現する。
의료용 나노머신이 너의 브레인칩에 수복하고 메모리 재생을 기억을 재생할 거야.
ナノマシンで記憶障害を治せるんですか？
先月千葉シティから届いたエッジテクだ。ちょうど誰かに試してみたかったところだ。
치바시 from 치바.
ちょっと待った！試してみたかったって！
大丈夫。正式な認可を受けていないだけで人体実験。もとい、臨床試験は済んでいる。
인체 실험이 아니고 뭐라고 하지? clinical test? 임상 시험이라고 하나?
おいおいそんな！
쏜나 박았나? Before I can voice my objections, the syringe is stuck in my neck, and I hear it emptying its content into me.
あ
Co getting plugged by woman, second time today. That makes me sink into the console.
注入完了。すぐに効果が現れるはずだ。
気分はいかがですか？
표정 너무 잘 그리지 않았어요? I love this expression. 너무 킹받게 잘 그렸음.
別にいやちょっと頭がほてってきたような。
WTF, is this Random City? My head burns up the very next moment and my eyes lose focus almost like I'm drunk out of my wits. Countless nanomachines must be running around my brain right now. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
19世紀半ばまではいい医者の条件とは足を1秒でも早く切り落とすことだった。当時はまだ麻酔が存在しなかったからな。
Noi's voice feels strangely distant. Something akin to sleepiness takes over my
その
mind.
後麻酔の登場で安全に患部を切り開くことも可能になった。そしてナノマシンの登場で患部を切り開かずとも選択的に細胞を修復したり破壊することが可能になった。
手術無用なのはありがたいけどやっぱりなんか気味が悪いな。
Rain holds my more hand holding. Her touch makes me let out a
リラ
sigh.
ックスしたまえ。さあ、ダイブをするときのように落ち着いて。
Even as I listen to her, my consciousness begins to fade away. Those tiny insects are messing with my brain
君は
cells.
これからセンスフォローを見るように自分の記憶を追体験することになる。
What the heck's a 5D Sense hologram? Is that like one step further from 4DX movies? 5D 센스 홀로그램은 도대체 뭐야? 그 영화관에서 볼 수 있는 4DX에서 발전한 건가?
さあ目を閉じて
Let the little ones guide you
君は
as
裏目に導か
you
れ
dive into
自
your
分の記
memories.
憶にダイブするんだ
깨꼬닥. I do as I'm told and close my eyes, but I can still feel something bright closing in on
グー
me.
テライザ
Gute reise. And so my world is engulfed in light. It's the beginning of spring, a gentle breeze caresses my cheek. For the first time in a while, sunshine peeks through the thick clouds above, shining light upon the surrounding scenery.
青い空舞う桜の花びらか。出来すぎな春の光景だな。
Man, what a relaxing sight. Gazing at it helps me take my mind off the crisis I find myself in, if only
お
momentarily.
いこう、何ほうけたこと言ってんだよ。そんな場合じゃないだろ。
I know my bro in woe, my partner in disaster. You don't have to tell me that. My brother from another mother. But you know, what's wrong is a little escape from reality. Reality. Masa Sudo Masa. The guy walking next to me, and the one who spoke up as I stared blankly at the sky. He and I are freshman virtual engineering students at Seisha Academy. Well, not that we'll be in our first year for much longer. And under normal circumstances, we'd all be excited about the upcoming spring break. Alas, these are not normal circumstances.
しかし、いきなり荷物をまとめて出ていけだもんな。
We look at each other and sigh.
いきなり配慮なんてありかよ。
仕方ないだろ。住んでるやつの半分が不正アクセスの現行犯で捕まったんだから。
Oh no, Hackerman incident. That's right, with spring break right around the corner, we're stuck having to find ourselves a new
寮
dorm.
の先輩たち無茶しすぎだよ。
まったくだよな。卒業記念に軍のデータベース施設へ落書きなんていい度胸にも程がある。
Seisha Academy was established under the motto of harmony between humanity and AI, and most of its students are second gens. First gens can only connect to the online world through consoles. On the other hand, second gens are always connected. We have more or less no need for any outside equipment. And we're way more equipped to deal with the demands of AI and the internet. Are you guys ready for the demands of AI and the internet? As a result, hacking and the like has become an everyday occurrence. Or are you gonna get your jobs taken by second gens? Every now and then, some people take it too far and get caught. As luck would have it, that led to the closure of our dorm this time.
今頃先輩たちはどうしてるのかな。
よくぞ我が軍のアイスを突破したとか褒めたたえられて、そのまま釈放、軍にスカウトってわけにはいかないかな。
漫画やゲームじゃあるまいし、軍人さんにジョークは通じないよ。
そういや、お前の親父も軍人さんだったよな。
傭兵だよ。もう 1,2 年は会っていないけどな。
ごめん、悪い。親父さんの話は禁句だったな。
My dad, Kadokura Eiji, is a complete war dog who leads his own mercenary squad. I hear he's pulled off tons of spectacular feats in battle, but that's nothing to be proud of. In the end, he's nothing but a money-grabbing warmonger. He didn't come back even when my mom was dying. He must love the sight of blood more than he does his wife and son.
あと1年早く入学していたら、俺たちも先輩たちと一緒に趣味クラブに乗れたのにな。
で、逮捕されたかったのか？
バカ言え、不正アクセスをするつもりはないさ。俺はただ趣味クラブに乗ってみたかっただけだ。ロボットの腕で交渉に落書きなんて夢があるじゃないかなあ。
そうだな。そ そいつは同感だ。
That's a pretty small dream there. 뭔가 소박한 꿈인데 로봇 타고서는 군사 기지에 낙서를 하다니. Masa and I have something in common, our love of simulacrums. Just the thought of running around a virtual world in a huge metal body gets our pulses
欲
racing.
しいよな趣味クラム。
For generations upon generations, young boys have dreamed of piloting giant mechas. And our generation is lucky enough to have a chance to actually do it, if only virtually. Actually, but virtually. The only issue is being that a simulacrum's way outside a student's price range. Something hits the top of my head out of nowhere. When I open my eyes again, I see that something was. I see what that something was. There's a white soccer ball bouncing in front of me.
大丈
The girl runs to us from the field to the left of the path we're walking down. 체육복이 너무
ああ大丈夫平気平気。
なんでお前が返事すんだよ。
いいから細かいこと気にすんなよ。ほら
じゃ
I pick up the ball and throw it back at the girl.
夫ほんとごめんね。
With a smile, she takes the ball and runs back to the field.
結構可愛かったよな今の子。
ああ、それも同感しとくか。
Masa and I stop in our tracks and stare at the girl.
もう一つの少年の憧れだよな。
As she chases after the ball, every step she takes is accompanied by the bouncing of the... Her legs look slender yet sturdy. I guess that's what it means to have legs like a thoroughbred. Huh? Suddenly I have a dizzy spell, and it feels like everything around me goes dark for a second. Is it because I got hit by that ball? I feel someone staring at my back. I found its source standing under a cherry blossom tree to the right of the path. A girl? No, a young woman. Who's that? Is it just me? Or is she not taking her eyes off me? I squint, but she's too far away to get a clear look at her face. But for some reason I get the feeling that I know her. That's that I've met her before.
惜しいよな。あんな可愛い子が誰にも裸を見せないままスポーツで時間を浪費して置いていくなんて。
Masa's voice brings me back to reality, and I see he's still staring at the girl from before.
なんだ、またいつものか？やめとけよ。あんな子なら彼氏の一人や二人いるだろうさ。
Shake my head, Riel. Why?
そんなだからお前はいつまで経っても彼女の一人もできないんだよ。
팩트 멈춰주세요. 팩폭 멈춰.
一人持って
여친 없을
彼
수도
女は
있지.
二人も三人も作るもんじゃない。
どうした？
ああ、いや、なんでもない。
You don't need a girlfriend. Masa cheese.
まあいいや。それより俺の勘じゃあの子は男と付き合ったことすらない。
Masa's not blinking as he stares at the girl on the field. I bet it's taking a screenshot. 멈춰. 그거 또 차리야.
お前の勘って当てにならないからな。
Your intuition
お前いつだっ
is
け？
exactly
相手
reliable.
が男と気づかずに付き合おうとしてたよな。
Remember when you asked someone out without realizing it was a guy?
それはいい加減忘れろよ。俺ももう忘れたい過去なんだからさ。
Masa looks away awkwardly. He's a cheery guy with a big mouth and an insatiable love of girls. A whole year's passed since he promised to hook me up with someone, but he hasn't even found himself one yet.
しかしリアルでスポーツとは健全だな。なんか大会でもあったっけ？
さあな、そっちにはあまり興味はないからな。
興味があるのは仮想の方だけか。そういやそろそろだよな。なんつったっけ今年の大会名。
アリーナの新人戦か？ニュービーズインパクトだろ？
Newbies Impact.
それそれ楽しみだよな。 今年はどんなやつが出てくるか。
Well, I wonder if I'm participating.
どうせなら自分が出場したいところだけどな。
そりゃそうだけど、
Masaka,
趣味クラブど
first
ころ
year
か
participating
まだ
wouldn't
俺たち
happen,
の住
right?
むところ。
Whoops. Saying that, Masa looks up at the blue
ところ
sky.
で例の新しい寮、この道でいいのかよ。
そのはずなんだけどな。
Newbie's impact, no relation to Genshin impact. As I respond to him, I open up the email I got from my second cousin.
寮潰れるんだって。うちに来たら部屋空いてるし。
Oh hey, another best girl. 2 vacant rooms. Oh, we have vacant rooms.
久しぶりのメールがこれだけとは相変わらずというか。
It's a message I got from Aki, my second cousin, earlier this morning. I have no idea where or how she heard about my dorm though.
それにしても河野いとこさんって美人だな。
Wait, second cousin, so that's what is that? 이토코면은 is that your aunt's daughter, second cousin? What is a second cousin? First cousins share a grandparent. Second cousins share great-grandparent. Oh, okay, I see. Your parents' cousin. This chart's so confusing. Okay, yeah, your parents. His daughter, I guess. Probably second cousin once removed. No, I mean second cousin. Yeah, second cousin. Those are Masa's first words once he takes a look at the email I forwarded to him.
何度言わせる。いとこじゃなくてはとこだ。
Had a rather complicated upbringing, to say the least. And while she may only be my second cousin, Aki happens to be the blood relative I most get along with. 가장 친한 친척이라고 하네요.
ああ、顔立ちは悪くないな。
After my mother passed, I was taken in by some relatives of mine. That was when I first met her. Even as a child, Aki was really pretty. My initial impression of her was that she was pretty like a doll, and that sight has been permanently etched into my memories.
私は青州学園に推薦入学してみせる。
귀여워.
それで嫌な人たちに頼らず自分の夢を叶えてみせる。
Without relying on my stupid parents.
こうも一緒に来ればいい。それで正義の味方になればいい。私はこうの夢を笑ったりしない。
I'll never laugh at your dream. Yes, the other best girl. A wry smile escapes me when I remember that. Back when I was a child, I seriously wanted to be a simulacrum writing hero. Actually, I'd be lying if I said I still didn't want to be one. I mean, it's not like I want to be a comic book superhero or anything. I just want to be a pilot who does the right thing. For me, wanting to be a hero symbolizes my vow not to end up like my old man.
しかしさすがハトコだよな。この落書きみたいな地図がわかるとは。
Oh gods. Grassy plain. Dormitory. Educational institution. Lass's voice interrupts my thoughts.
それなんだが。
何？迷った？
すまん。
Aki's email only came with a hastily scribbled map attached, no address or anything. I've been running searches on the internet for a while now, but I can't figure anything out. Sure, I may be a second gen, and the internet may be my second home, but I can't do anything when this is all the information I have.
ちょっと待てよ。俺はお前が分かってるもんだとばかり。
We sit down in the grass beside the path and try to find our way comparing Aki's map to the one we found online. God, how analog. And Aki's no better. She really should have sent us an actual map with addresses and street names on it instead of drawing this thing.
だからこっちがこの道だろ。じゃあこの路地みたいなのは何なんだ。
なあ、この目玉の飛び出た芋虫は何かの目印か？
ダメだ。さっぱりわからん。
We look at each other dumbfounded.
なんでメールで手書きの地図なんだよ。
Knowing Aki, I bet she'd say anything important ought to be written by hand and with care. Sadly, her hands aren't good at using anything other than a keyboard and mouse. Just like me, for real, for real. Writing, huh? No. Keyboard and mouse. And even then, I can't type properly, so, rip me, I guess. This is basically a mind map, you know, the kind 3-year-olds draw from memory.
まいったな。アキネコールにも出てくれないし。
何か困りごとかね。見たところ道に迷っているようだが。
Let's see that Apex gameplay. You know, this voice sounds familiar. 목소리 되게 익숙한데 누구지? Who is this?
에?
Like the VA.
あ、ありがとうございました。おかげで助かりました。ところで、ここをご存知なんですか？
ああ、私も在学中この寮で世話になっていてね。
そうだったんですか。じゃあ OB、 俺たちの先輩になるわけですね。
Senpai? Oh, is this Sugita? Oh wait, no, Dio. Oh wait, what's Dio's VA's name again? No. Dio. Is this Dio? endb.org. Baldr Sky. 야쿠시지 케니치. Oh, I guess it's not Take. No, I guess it's a different person. Sounds. Oh, it is. Okay, it is. It is Takehito Koyasu. Yakushiji is just his other name that he uses for other games. 아, 디오 맞구나 이거. It is Dio. 회장이나 팀리아 어서 오세요.
多分前に
matches the description Aki gave to me. There's a 2-story building in front of us. The wooden sign up front says Kisaragi Dorm. Twitch-friendly games. Yes, Twitch-friendly. Its aesthetic is so 21st century. I wouldn't be surprised if it had traveled through time to get here.
だったら間違いないか。今時こんなレトロな建物そうそうないからな。
So retro.
しかし築何年なんだ。まさか全盛期から建っているんじゃねえよな。
木造建築がそんなに持つもんか。というより、ほらな、レプリカだ。
そりゃそうか。本当に木造だとしたら贅沢品だもんな。今時天然素材の建物なんて。
ああ、しかしなんとも趣味的な建物だな。
ここを初めて訪れる人は大抵そういう反応をするよ。
でもよくあの地図でここだって分かりましたね。
あれにも見覚えがあるからね。
え？
じゃあちょっと用事があるので私はこれで失礼するよ。
はい、ありがとうございました。
The man lightly raises his hand. He then turns around and walks away. What do you mean he was familiar with that? Not the map Aki drew, surely.
よし、じゃあ早速入ってみようぜ。
ああ。
Oh yeah, it's past 12 a.m. so I'll probably stop reading once we get to a good spot. We stand in front of the building's main entrance.
おい、動かないぞこの扉。
手動式かよ。
아, 문이 수동식일 수도 있지.
お邪魔します。
Unsurprisingly, we find an old school entrance and hallway on the other side of the door. And the moment we open the door, an appetizing aroma tickles my nose.
なんか味噌汁の匂いがしないか？
なんだ、妙にきつい匂いだよな。
I take a few sniffs and try to figure out where it's coming from. There's no doubt about it, it's coming from within the dorm. Whatever it is really makes the mouth water, but it also seems just as likely to make the heart burn. Could it
ハト
be?
コさんが料理しているのか？
いや、絶対にそれはありえない。それに秋音はニラやニンニクの類は苦手だ。
Yeah, this is the smell of chives. It brings to mind a childhood memory.
心配しないで。こうのご飯はお母さんの代わりに私が作ってあげるから。ダメだよ、こう。好き嫌いしちゃ。これって体にいいんだから。
あいつがここに？
I take my shoes off in a hurry and run past the entrance. Shake my head, no taste. I know, right? Chives are so great.
おい、こう。
I hear the girl's voice from a room midway through the hallway. Lured by that voice, I head towards the room. The room turns out to be the kitchen, and standing in it is a girl. As she hums a tune, her short hair sways alongside with it. Along with it.
嘘。どうして醤油すら置いてないの？はあ、後で買ってこなくちゃ。
Feeling like I've traveled back in time, I end up staring at the girl's back.
ああ、もう仕方がないな。後で冷蔵庫も掃除しなきゃ。
菜の葉だよな。
I finally muster up the courage to talk to the girl, and she freezes at the sound of my voice. She then slowly turns around and I see she still looks the same as she used to. It's her, my childhood friend Nanoha Wakakusa. Wakakusa? Nanoha.
こうだよね。
ああ。
My heart heart starts racing before I know it. I'd given up on ever meeting her again. Nanoa doesn't say a word. She just stares at me with her lips trembling.
元気してた？
お前こそ。
By the time I realize what a bad sign that is, it's already too late. Nanoa starts running towards me. And with her shoulders trembling, clings to my chest and starts falling.
泣くな。ちょっとそりゃ大げさすぎるだろう。
I embraced her without thinking, but I'm not really sure how to react considering my conflicting feelings of embarrassment and nostalgia. Still, I realized just how much Nanoa has grown in the time since we've spent apart.
ちゃんとご飯食べてる？洗濯物ちゃんと洗ってる？
ああ、まったくお前は俺のおふくろかよ。
I blurted that out without thinking and immediately regretted. Who is she? The first close friend I ever made in my life, that's who.
おいこうってうわっ
ああ、マサ、この子は俺の幼馴染で。おい、泣くのはやめて自己紹介よ。
No sooner do I say that than the pot on the stove boils over.
うわー菜の葉鍋吹きこぼれてるって
She rushes towards the stove, and meanwhile my eye catches a massive pile of one particular green vegetable floating in the soup inside the pot.
お前やっぱりこの匂いはニラだったんだな。しかもこんな山盛り。
ああ、まだ変色治ってないんだ。ニラは体にいいから食べなきゃダメだよ。
バカ、俺がニラ嫌いになったのは誰のおかげだと思ってんだよ。
ニラはね、栄養価が高くてお腹に優しいんだよ。
仲いいな。
Manga watches over us for me as we argue. Alright, so with that, I think all the main characters are
なんでお前がこ
introduced,
こにいるんだ？
except, I mean,
アキネは？
she got a brief glimpse earlier. Let's see. Rain, Noi, Chinatsu, Aki, Sora, and Nanoha. Yeah, I think that's all of them.
ああ、それか。
Nanoha tries to say something, but she's interrupted by a moaning voice from further inside the dorm.
アキネ？
あ、言っちゃダメ！
Nanoha's acting kind of strange.
こうああ
Oshil, Reinirang, Aki. Masa and I run toward the living room in the back.
なんだこれ強盗でも入ったのか
The room we step into looks like it's been turned upside down and lying collapsed in that mess is a girl.
アキネ
I grab and shake her wildly, which makes her open her eyes in pain. Ang dali na itang kaikulan.
どうしたの？アキネ、ほらしっかりして。ああ、そうだ。待ってて、今人を呼ぶから。おい、菜の葉！
お願い。
She reaches for me with a pained look on her face. I grab her hand and hold it tight to reassure her.
腹ペコ。食べ物。ああ、無
無事生還。
After wolfing down the food Nana had cooked, Aki crumbles down to the floor once more.
一応事情を説明してくれる？
ネットに潜りすぎた。
Stayed online for too long.
リアルに戻ってきたら
Clutched from hunger once it came back to reality. She's just like me for real, for real. She wearily lifts her head and looks at me.
だから待ってた。一日先週の思い出。
I want to ask her if I was summoned here as a rescue squad, but I hold it in. I haven't seen her in ages, but she hasn't changed one bit. Same old Aki. Actually, her laziness might have gotten even worse, to be fair.
だからダメだって言ったのに。
いや、あんな言い方されたら何があったのかと驚くだろう普通。
ayusin to this.
そうかな。あ、私お茶入れてくるね。
Saying that, Nana returns to the kitchen.
こうそろそろ俺も紹介してくれない？
ああ、悪い悪い。こいつは俺の友達で須藤正で、この人が例の俺のはとこで。
西野秋。よろしく。
Yoroshiku. Aki takes Masa's hand, shakes it thrice, and lets go.
で、秋ね、空き部屋の件なんだけど。
どの部屋も今は空き部屋。好きな部屋を選んで住んで。
そんな適当な。
消化器官が活性化。睡魔が増大。
She doesn't even finish before crumbling to the floor.
もしもし？
行こう。こうなったらなかなか起きてこないから。
Aki quickly falls fast asleep, and I drag Masa out of the living room. Once in the hallway, I realize that it's already mid-afternoon.
ずいぶんユニークな姉ちゃんだな。
学籍番号 241A98200。
え？
いいから学生名簿を調べてみろ。今度は別の意味。
ああ。マジかよ。
Masa closes his eyes. He's probably running a search. When his eyes open again, they open wide. Yeah, everyone who looks up Aki reacts this way.
AFA の最年少正会員だって？なんだあの人、超エリートなのか？
ああ見えても、秋音はウィザードなんだよ。学生のくせにエッジ企業の仮想関係の業務を手伝ったりしてるくらいさ。まあ親戚の会社ではあるんだけどな。
そりゃすげえ。いわゆる電脳の魔女ってやつだな。
Cyber witch.
まあそうかな。天才だと思うよ、身内から見ても。
しかし初めて来た寮でお前の知ってる顔が2つもあるなんてな。
ああ、菜の葉は俺もびっくりしたよ。
菜の葉ちゃんと話してきたらどうだ？あの子と会うのも久しぶりなんだろ？俺はとりあえず部屋を選んで。
そうだな。じゃあそうするよ。
It's been over 5 years.
大きくなったよね。
Nana fondly smiles at me, and I realize she's grown into a girl that can make any guy's heart skip a beat. Well, most of her has.
お前こそ大きくなりやがって。おじさんやおばさんは元気にしてるか？
방송 안 터졌는데? 살아있어요. Oh, stream died. 돌아왔다. Hello. 근데 곧 갈 거야. I'm leaving soon.
まあね。
If I recall correctly, Nana's parents were really famous scholars in the field of bioengineering, and they specialized in nanotechnology. Back when my mom was still alive, they lived right next to us. I had a sick mother and a father who wouldn't come home. The only bright spot in my lonely childhood was how nice Nana's family was to me. Thinking about those days out in this country makes my heart fill with warmth even
で
now.
もそうだよ。そもそも
偶然だったんだけど寮の下見に来たんだ。そしたらアキさんからもうすぐコウが来るって聞いて。
寮の下見ってまさかうちを受験したのか？
コウ、ひょっとして約束忘れてる？大きくなったら青春で再会するって。
いや。
I remember all too well. I was just trying not to think about it, because I wouldn't have been surprised if she'd forgotten all about a promise made years ago.
よろしくね、コウ。私もこの春からここの寮生。コウの後輩だよ。
Alright guys, we've gotten everything. So we have our flashback Kohai, who is an Osana Najimi. We also have our slob cousin, who's a super genius. And then we have the sports Genki girl from earlier, the crazy doctor in real world, and your adjutant Rain as well. The entire cast has been revealed. Oh, she came to the storm. We can hang out again, just like we used
それで
to.
学科はどこなんだ？仮想
コウは仮想工学科なんだよね。やっぱり。
ってまさかナノ工学科か？すごいじゃないか。
이 컷씬 끝나면은 이 씬 끝나면은 바로 멈출게요. Once this scene's over, I'm gonna take a break or call it a day.
当たり前だろ。それってうちの最高峰クラスの一つだぞ。
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
そうかそうか。
I stare at her face filled with pride.
恥ずかしいからあんまり言わないで。
She turns away with her face beet red. How adorable. This whole conversation fills me with a warm and fuzzy sense of nostalgia. And it continues until she leaves a little while later, covering everything from the times we spent together in the past and the fun times we are looking forward to up ahead. 러리를 보고 맥 빠진 건가요? 아니 지금 시간이 늦어가지고 더 이상 읽을 수가 없어가지고 그 목소리 뭐냐 방송을 이 시간에 하면 안 되거든요. After sending Nanoha off, I start checking out the dorm's rooms with Masa. We both have to pick one for ourselves.
ここは物置だったのかな。
It's too dark to get a clear look, but I can tell the room's full of stuff.
ちょっと他の部屋を見てくるよ。
We split up and go around checking the vacant rooms.
ダメだ。どの部屋も似たり寄ったりだな。
アキ姉は空き部屋だって言ってたけどな。引っ越しの時に家具を置いていったのかな。
いや、違うな。
Masa shakes his head and opens the door to a nearby room.
これってどう見ても引っ越したんじゃなくて夜逃げしたって感じだよな。
考えてみれば変だよな。
On the desk inside is an open magazine. Its pinups covered in a layer of dust. Nanoha had only come here to check the place out in advance. So right now, Aki's the only resident here. Masa suddenly runs out of the room.
おいマサ。
I follow him out into the hallway, and I find him standing frozen at the door to the next room. I walk toward him, peek inside. Look at all those PC-98s. And come to a standstill myself.
な設備個人で所有してるやつなんか見たことないぜ。
小野仙台の最高級品だよな、このコンソールってば。
We entered the room with our hearts in our mouth. It's a machine room filled to the brim with top-class equipment. Dim and gloomy, it reeks of danger. There's definitely something fishy here, as proof there are EMP spoofers installed on everything, even the consoles.
証拠隠滅用の仕掛けか。なあ、この部屋の主は一体何をしてたと思う？
いたずら半分のハッキングどころじゃないな、これって多分。
I'm about to use my new reject, but Masa immediately stops me by grabbing my arm.
やめとけ。この調子じゃどんなアイスが仕組んであるかわからないぞ。
ブラックアイスみたいなひどい罠があるっていうのか。
사무실에서 작업해야 되니까.
あってもおかしくないだろ。脳みそをたこ焼きにされたくなかったらコンソールにお邪魔するのはやめとこうぜ。
ああ、しかしこの部屋気になるな。
As we were looking around, Masa finds something lying in the corner.
これ軍用のカードリッジじゃないか。
It's a heavy lead-coated cartridge with the letters GU etched on its face.
あ、貸してみろ。
정정해 주시죠. 안마 의사가 아니고 lazy boy입니다. I connect my new reject to the cartridge. Immediately, an index pops up, and the text I see takes my breath away.
シュミクラムのインストーラー？
マジかよ。
I disconnect from the cartridge in a hurry, paying no heed to the pain it causes my neck muscles.
飽きねえ。
This reeks of danger. Why was this cartridge just lying around in this room? As much as I don't want to think about it, the sight of our seniors getting arrested flashes in front of my eyes.
なあ、こうなんかやばくね？
いや、考えすぎだよ。ここはきっと単なるラボで。
単なるラボになんで証拠隠滅の用意がしてあるんだよ。
こう、次のご飯は？
Right then, Aki's voice drifts in from the hallway. I shove the cartridge into my pocket and jump out into the hallway. Not long after that, Aki shows up.
こう？
なんだい、アキネ。
その部屋に入った。
Big Mac! While I struggle to figure out how to respond, Masa opens his house, his voice full of cheer.
いえ、ちょうど今入ろうとしていたんですけど、何かまずかったっすかね。
そこ、私の部屋。勝手に入っちゃダメ。
There's no sign of her usual laid-back attitude, and her eyes have a cold, sharp look to them. You're scaring me, Aki.
もし入ったら
もし入ったら
ロケットパンチ。
わかりました。
로켓 펀치. Okay. I think this chapter might be almost over. 이 챕터 거의 다 끝나가고 있는 것 같거든요. After that, we clean up the living room, go shopping and make dinner, and night falls before we finish.
なんて幸福。昼も晩も ごちそう。
まあ昼間は菜の葉の作ったごちそうだったけど、これってレトルト食品を温めただけ。
大事なのは心。
心を込めてお湯を沸かしましたから。
That is something else really. It's being as high-spirited as always, almost like we never saw what was in that room. But I just can't stop thinking about it. What the heck is Aki doing in that lab?
ほう、食欲ない？
いやそんなことないよ。
I take a bite, but I'm so distracted that I can't even tell how it tastes. Screw it, I'll make small talk and get the truth out of her.
ねえアキネ、今は一体何をしているの？
学生。
そうじゃなくて副業とかアルバイトとか。
おばさまの会社の手伝い。こうも知っているはず。
他に何かやってない？
他って？
例えば変なところにハッキング仕掛けたりとか。
Oh crap, was that too direct? She's all serious now.
あはは、アキネがそんな子供っぽいことしないよね。
どうして？
What now? I can't exactly say we saw the lab.
いやー、知ってるかもしれませんけど、俺たちの前の寮、先輩たちのハックで壊滅しちゃいまして。
Masa saving our ass again, collective ass again.
王のやつ心配してるんですよ。ほら、アキさんも相当のホットドガーなんですって。俺聞いたんですけど。
Someone of a hot dogger, huh?
むしろ心配してるのは私。
Aki stops eating and gives me a piercing
こうは
stare.
イリーガルに使ってないね。
My heart nearly jumps out of my mouth. The cartridge in my pocket now feels a million times heavier.
大丈夫。こいつバカですけど、根は真面目ですから。
Masa immediately barges into the conversation, smacking me on the shoulder in the process.
こうはバカじゃない。
いや、そういう意味じゃなくてですね。バカ正直というか、バカルディというか。ナコ、お前もなんか言え。
Oh man, that pun. He's a fool for absolute, the baka. I try to laugh it all off, but the way Aki's looking at me hurts. I'm a fool for vodka too. Just like, well, I guess you're the MC. The moment I realize I've gotta be straight with her, she suddenly puts her chopsticks
そう。
down.
こうは正義の味方だったね。
安心して。俺はハックになんか興味ないから。
信じる。
This portrait is so pretty. 이거 너무 이쁘잖아요, 이 포트레이. The interrogation ends and I breathe a sigh of relief. Wait, why am I acting all happy? If I care about Aki at all, I should get the truth out of her, even if I end up making her mad.
ねえ、さ。
ごめん。また睡魔。
Cutting the conversation short, Aki lies down on the floor. In the end, I couldn't get anything out of her.
そういえば菜の葉ちゃん、可愛かったな。また会いたいもんだ。
なに、またすぐ会えるさ。なんだって菜の葉もここの寮生になるからな。
何？マジか
Masa punches the air in delight. Good grief.
そんなことより部屋は選んだのか？
なあ、俺は2階の一番奥にした。でも外見ボロいけど中身も相当なもんだな、この寮。
まあそう言うなって。屋根があるだけめっけもんだし、住めば都って言うだろ。
美人の鳩子さんもいるしな。
そ そりゃどうでもいいだろ。
あんな美人に一日先週の思いで待たれてたんじゃ、そりゃ住めば都だわな。
そんなんじゃないってば。俺と秋音はだな。
まあそう照れるな照れるな。ともあれ、今後ともよろしくな、相棒。
相棒。He holds out his hand with a smirk, and I try to grab it hard enough to break it.
いてててててて、このバカ力。
ま、口は災いのもとだな。
I lay the smack down on Masa with a light smile on my face.
そういえば、お前部屋はどこに住んだよ。
ああ、そういえばまだ決めてなかったな。
俺の隣も空いてるぜ。
Gotta be kidding me, we'd be able to hear everything from each other's rooms. It'd be awkward as hell if you got a girlfriend.
俺の部屋か。そうだな。
I noticed that the room next to Aki's has a note stuck on the door. There's some sort of weird abstract art on it. Or well, that's what it looked like to most people at first glance. But those are words and I can read them. Closed room. Welcome to Kisaragi dorm. Who wrote this? Aki? Who else? I peel the note off the door and stick it in my pocket.
俺の部屋はここにするよ。
アキさんの隣かよ、こいつね。
I look away from Masa who's throwing a melodramatic hissy fit and look out the window.
さて、部屋の片付けを始めるかな。
I open the door and roll up my sleeves. I'll start by dusting. And that's how my life started at Kisaragi dorm. And that's how my life at Kisaragi dorm began.
さてと、これでどうやら快適に暮らせるかな。
Okay, and that's where we'll end the stream. 여기서 방종하도록 하겠습니다. 내일은 내일은 오늘 못한 파판이나 하죠. We should play some Final Fantasy tomorrow since we didn't get to today. 방송 전에 가볍게 테트리스 한번 해보자. 아니야. 테트리스 벌써 지웠어요. 삭제했어. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. 내일 보도록 해요. 잘 가요. 빨리 봐. 내 맘이지. 지우는 건 내 맘이지. 내 맘이야.